Hey, Sting. How are you, dearie? Hey, Brittany. How's it going? How is it going? Hey, you say Sting is saying hi to you, Brittany. Please hit the like button as you come in. Hey, living my life it's golden. Reactions. How are you, dear? Hey, Glam. How are you? What's happening? Hey, Carla. How are you? Thank you for joining. How are you? Waiting for two individuals who are going to be on the panel to get in here. Let me see. Hey, Fanny. How are you, dear? Hey, Florida Red. My Florida Red, my intermittent fasting partner. I got to get back on it, Florida, as soon as I guess we shouldn't say New Year, but we'll say tomorrow, right? Or today. Florida Red, I got to get back on that intermittent fasting, honey. Hey, Flowers in the attic. What's happening? Flowers, I don't see your Glam. What's up? That's member. Thank you for being a member, Glam. Thank you for being a member, Fanny. Appreciate you. Flowers, I don't know what happened to your badge. I think something happened to it. I know you had a problem over in another chat that I saw. I think something happened with yours. Hey, Doris. Hey, sweetie. How are you? Diva the boss is in the house. Thank you for being a member, Diva. There's two young ladies that I'm waiting for. They're entering, hopefully. Hey, aloha, Sherry. My Sherry, how are you, dear? Where's Erica? Hey, Erica. Hey, Erica. Twin Diva. Sting says, hey, twin. Oh, you said you fell off Thanksgiving and definitely need to. Let's shoot for the day after New Year. Okay, Florida, we're going to hold each other accountable, okay? We're going to get back on our intermittent fasting, honey. Katrina Edwards, hey, you finally caught me live. Yay! Yeah, because at night when you guys come in, I usually have the music playing, but I'm not really looking at the computer. I'm so happy you caught me. Hey, Blessings. Hey, my Blessings, Alexander. Please. Maisha. Hey, Maisha. Thank you for being a member. Florida Red said KIMMMMMMM. Hey, lady. Hit that like button as you come in. And he says, hey, Doris and Erica. One more young lady I'm waiting for. Hey, Nooski Nikki. Good afternoon. Good evening. Nooski Nikki. Welcome, welcome. There you go, new member, new member. Hey, Flowers in the Attic girl. Thank you for being a member. Now, what's going on here? I want to be able to see ya. Okay. Hey, Blessing.
Hey, pretty lady.
There's one other person I'm waiting for. Come on in, come on in. I should have put something in the title like I was about to fight. Then I would have had standing room only in this piece.
Girl, you know. Mess bring mess.
That's okay though. That's okay.
That's
Hey, Miss Inclusion, good bro. That's okay though. That's okay.
Hey now.
Hey.
Mute your YouTube. Okay, I think it's good. Hey, Jimmy, the boss, Jimmy. Hey, Swag Found Good. And everyone in the chat, good evening. Happy Thursday. Happy Thursday to you too, Jimmy. And we have Allie Lee. Hey, Allie. Okay. So we're going to get started. Let me turn off this music. And do my little intro. Okay, thank you all. Welcome, welcome, welcome. It's been a while, but I wanted to touch bases with you all before going into the new year. And today I have two distinguished young ladies on my panel. I have Miss Blessing's Hot Topics as well as Miss Inclusion Guru. And so we will be talking with you all today. I would like to first start off by sharing. I know a lot of people tend to set what they call New Year's resolutions. Well, me personally, I never set a New Year resolution because I feel that anytime there should be that there is a needed change in your life, in your whatever your case may be, that you should be able to change it at any time and not just one particular day out of the year. I see someone saying hi Val, but why don't I see Val? Let's see. Don't see Val. I'm sorry. But anyway, so yeah, I feel like that should be something that you all should be working towards every day. And that is changing something where you see fit and making a better life for yourself. But first, I want to go ahead and let the young ladies say hi to you guys and get comfortable in their seats. Blessings.
Hey, hey, hey. I guess everybody knows who I am. Hey, young ladies. If there's any gents in the place, hey, gents. But hey, everyone. Everybody knows me as Blessing Hot Topics, and I'm here for support and just for some information. We're just going to all, talk about some things that we all may need to talk about. We're just going to have an open chat or just a chat, I guess, right?
Yes.
Okay. Go ahead.
Yes. And so, Ms. Guru?
Yes, good evening, everybody. I think that the only thing that I would say is that hopefully, like everybody that's here in the chat, is that we enter into not only this conversation, but as we go into this new year, that we enter the conversation with a spirit of restoration, having a spirit of healing. You know what I mean? If we could just kind of like tap into those places that get very difficult, like those spirit of forgiveness. I think that if we approach the conversation from those standpoints, that it will be productive. That is my hope. If I go by the conversation that we had prior to, ladies, I don't know. That's what I would have to say.
Yes. So Oh, Katrina, that's so nice. She says, "That's Miss DMAC, exactly. Yes, me too. So glad I finally caught her live also." Hey, Nadira. Hello, beautiful ladies on the panel and in chat. I'm in the grocery store, but listening. Bless this convo and all involved. Thank you so much.
Amen. Amen.
Yes. And Pretty Little
Amen.
Butterfly, I see you in here. I see you, girl. Okay. So, one of the things that I thought about when talking about making resolutions, and I'm not going to call them again New Year's resolutions, but goals in particular, is a book that I read that was written by Gay Hendricks, and it's called The Big Leap. And in that book, it talked about some barriers that we all sometimes you may have one or the other that you may be have. You might have a barrier that you don't even recognize, and one of them is feeling flawed. Like you may have a fear of success and happiness. And believe it or not, even though we may say we want to be happy, we want to be successful, fear causes us to hold ourselves back from fulfilling our potential because we feel like we don't deserve it. And so that's one of the things that we have to work on because consciously we have to make a conscious change before we can make a real change in the way we do things, the way we think, and what we set out to accomplish. And so that is something that, please take that into consideration. Am I afraid to make a change? And what do I need to do to overcome that fear? And know that I do deserve it, because fear will make you feel like I don't deserve to be successful, and you do. Each and every one of you feel like do deserve to be able to accomplish whatever it is you set out to do. And so another barrier, and I'm going to cover two of them. Another barrier is disloyalty and abandonment, according to Mr. Hendricks. Okay, and when I say that, I talked about I did a story time probably about a month or so ago, and I was talking about how when you move out of a certain situation, how people can make you feel like you've abandoned them, or you've like, for instance, moving out of the neighborhood. When I decided to leave the city of Chicago and move to a suburb of Chicago, and how I have family members who are still there, and there's nothing wrong with them being there, but then there are some who seem to fear leaving a circle or a certain community. And so some of that could have negatively affected me, because what happens is you fear that you're being disloyal, or to your family or friends, or that you're leaving people behind who have been there for you in the past. And so sometimes you tend to pull back from greater success because you fear that you'll end up alone, or that you'll abandon your roots or leave people behind. So that is something that you also have to work on or overcome in order to take that leap and step into, what it is you want to do to better yourself. And so those are a couple of things that I wanted to touch on. I would love for these young ladies to share some things so that as we leave this year, and although, in my opinion, Flowers in the Attic says, "Swag, you're all up in my head." As we leave this year, it's just another day. Okay. Although it's a new year, but we need to get out of that mindset, because it's temporary. It's temporary gratification, and that kind of bothers me, because we can all say, "Oh, like when I grew up in church, we brought the year in where everybody's praying and shouting and and doing all of that." But then when that new year comes, before that day is over, we let go of that momentum. And so we have to stop doing that, and we have to make it a daily. We have to, like, die daily, as they say, and make changes daily. Look at ourselves and see what it is that we can do to make not only our world better, but the people that we're in contact with. Because, like I was telling someone earlier today, if I'm injured and I'm over people, and I'm like, so for instance, my students, if I'm injured and I take that with me into the classroom, I'm bleeding on my students. And that's something that I don't want to do. I want to heal myself first before I can share myself with others. Okay. So now, any of you ladies want to jump in and just add some encouragement for going into this new year?
I guess I can go. Unless you want to go, Mrs. Guru.
They're muted. That's why it's taking so long.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Oh,
So there I go. So you know what? I don't know. For me, as far as the context of the streets go, like the YouTube streets, one thing that I would hope that we're able to do, even not only in the streets, maybe in our lives, sometimes pride gets in our way so much. And our proud selves have just fueled a lot of things out here in my estimation. And so I was looking up where it says 5 ways to get rid of pride. And I'm going to tell you. So, one of them, it says, don't compete and compare yourself with anyone. Guys, we're enough, like who you are and whatever your path is out here, be it in your work life, your love life, here on this app, you're enough. And so, we really don't have to compare and compete. And I think that will like ease some of the tensions. Another thing that it says, number 2, is encourage the weaklings and influence others positively. So again, when we talk about proud and having our intentions be in the right place, we're out here and we see the stronger people out here just kind of like batten down the weaker ones, or just developing a predator prey relationship on the weaklings. And so that is another like proud spirit. And these things, the reason why should we change them is because they're really hurtful, and it ends up having a longer, more deeply impacting effect on people than I think we're taking advantage of. And so let's just not be so proud out here. Number 3 says, admit your mistakes and take to corrections early. No, it doesn't say early, easily. Right? We have to be able to admit that, okay, you know what? I stepped to the left here, and how can we
mhm.
go? Because, and this is the reason why this is my conversation is because, guys, we're running in a circle out here, kind of, sort of, and everybody, there's so much going on that it's like, okay, like, where's the stopping point? Where's the restarting point? And that has like been my consistent message with whoever I have spoken with today. And so number 4 says, be ready to help others. If we put ourselves in a place where we are willing to be of service, where our purpose is to serve others, which is really what my job is, just because it is my heart, but I am to be of service to families and students, right? And anybody else that I come in contact. But let's like develop a mindset of serving others. And lastly, it says, suppress the act of always being at the center of attention. And so I just really want us to be able to put our pride aside, because if you do those 5 things, guys, I really just believe that um, I don't know, it highlights the more empathetic part of our being, right? It really cuts past all this other tomfoolery and lets us see people as people and treat people like people. And I think that that would be my addition. And I'll yield the mic.
Okay, Miss Blessings. And Sherry or Diva, could you do me a favor and drop Inclusion Guru and Blessings Hot Topics links in the chat, please? Okay, Blessings.
Okay, thank you. Thank you for sharing my page, our page. Um, I definitely agree. Pride takes a lot. Um, and it's in at the end of the day, it's like going into the new year. Um, it's not about what you're going to change. It's about how much better you're going to improve yourself. What do you need to work on yourself so you can bring positiveness to your commentary, to your subscribers. In my eyes, I'm a little bit cut to the chase. I'm sorry. um but it's about your subscribers deserve better from you. They deserve the full of you, not half of you, not the lying part, not the bogus part, not none of that. So how are you going to improve in your commentary? What about you are you going to bring to the table? And I know people say, well, you don't ever go live on yours, or you don't do this, or you don't do that. I'm a very busy young lady, but at the end of the day, when I look at other people and I see their commentary, it's all about what are you going to bring to the table besides chaos? Because we deserve, as human beings, we deserve to put our pride to the side and not attack every argument. Not everything needs to be argumentative. Not everything needs to be addressed. You know, if that's the case, then you're always going to be stagnant. You're always going to be left on a level where you can't grow. So I agree. You got to remove the fear. Remove the fear of who you are. Totally. Tap into your knowledge, tap into your wisdom, tap into what is so special about you that people are just going to originally like, and don't have fear in I need the money now, I want to get the subs and the viewers now. You got to let your channel grow, and it has to grow with authenticity. Oh, I can't even pronounce it. I mean, pronounce right now. Authenticity. You have to let it grow, um, even if it's growing slow, you know, and you have to remove the fear. You have to remove the pride. You have to stand 10 feet toes down and come into the new year and not and try to avoid all this BS that's going around and not in getting engaged. Um, And that's basically about it. And write down what you're going to talk about. Investigate on it. Look at research. You know, research your whatever topic you're going to. It doesn't, as much as people be on here all day, every day, they can actually look after what are we going to talk about today? What do I want to address? What's going on in my life that people can relate to? And research it. There's a lot of ladies out here who have mother issues, motherly issues. And for the record, not every young lady have father issues. If they were in the house or out the house, a lot of women have mother issues or children issues, teenager issues. Look it up, do research on being a parent. Doesn't matter if you're a single parent or a married parent. Look up ways that maybe you can help somebody, that can help you, or you can help yourself, or just information that needs to be brought out. You know, get over the fear, get over the pride, and tap into what you feel that people will relate to you, that you have gone through as well in life. Does that make sense? I hope.
It makes a lot of sense to me. Yes, it makes sense. And that's another thing, to add on to what, sorry, this my mother-in-law's thing keeps going out. To add on to what Blessings was talking about, sometimes like when she said you don't have to react to everything, one of those things is that when you have standards to maintain, you have to keep your standards up and don't let people bring them down. People can talk about you, people can say what they want to say. Most of the time, when people try to tear you down, it's because they have this internal anger. Some people live with anger every day from childhood, adulthood, certain experiences that they've had in their life. And you have to learn to look at it and see this person is hurting. You know what I'm saying? And when you see a person hurting, you'll have more sympathy, and you'll actually feel more sorry for that person than be angry with that person. Okay. So anytime somebody is spewing anger all the time, there's something wrong with them inside. So you have to learn how to maintain your standards. People say to me, like, wow, I've never seen you do this, that, and the other. And guess what? You won't, because I am a woman of standard, and I have to maintain that, because I not only do this on this app, I do this in real life. And when you start seeing your family making comments about your moods and things like that, I've had my husband even say, and it kind of bothered me. He says, "What's wrong?" And I'm like, "Nothing's wrong." He's like, "You look sad. You seem sad." And
It's
that's
a face. It's
yes,
a
in my
face.
face. Exactly.
And they
I don't,
say, "Oh, what's going on? Why you look like that?" And
yes.
I'm like, I don't look like nothing. It's what you when we sit up here, sorry to interrupt you. I did interrupt you.
That's okay. No, go ahead. I love it.
But when we are engaged in such bad behavior, when we're engaged in such bad talk about one another, especially
Mm-hmm.
about content creators that we think are basically fabulous, that
Mm-hmm.
we think they're good, and then we hear this and we get angry and we get upset. It's like you take that into your own personal life, you internalize it. And that's what I'm talking about. Creators, content creators, bring something positive and healthy. There's nothing wrong with healthy conversation. And I
Yes.
had to learn that in my older years. I'm 48, but I had to learn that in the past 8 years. Like, there's nothing wrong with healthy disagreements, healthy conversations. I see now a lot of content creators say, no, leave them in here. Let
Mm-hmm.
me address that because we can have a healthy conversation about this, and without blocking people or getting mad because nobody, and I'm gonna make this very clear, nobody should never accept the yes, ma'am.
Exactly.
Nobody. If you are that content creator that sit up here and you want to block somebody that don't agree with what you're saying, and you want to block them so quick, you are a yes, ma'am.
Yes.
You want, and you will never grow. You will never elevate and
And
get
I
better.
don't want everybody to agree with me. I
Right.
love accountability partners. I love
Exactly.
friends who say, you could do this maybe a little differently. You know what I'm saying? It's not always what people say, it's how they say it. And in the chat,
The
for
delivery.
instance, if I say something and you don't agree with it, that's no reason for me to block you or say block them, get them out of here. This is my panel. No, this is our panel because you guys are who make us who we are. You know what I'm saying? And that's whether it's a small or large scale. So that I totally agree with that. Blessings. I don't
Yeah,
want to. I
because
don't want to be a
it's
yes
become,
person.
you don't want that. You don't want a yes subscriber that's gonna say, girl, you fine, you beautiful. Yes, I agree. Yes, you're this. Yes, no.
Yes,
You need people that's gonna help you grow and elevate your channel. Because at
exactly.
the end of the day, your subscribers make your check.
Yes, and
They
and
make your check.
and mine, I don't really get a check from here. I do this because it's pleasurable. I mean, obviously, if I did get a check, it's good. It will go towards my foundation. But this is the thing. I'm not driven by numbers because when you make money in your own life, real life, you don't have to go here and try to do. I'm not going to sell my soul for $1. I
I know
promise I
that's
would
right.
never do that. And so I just love that. And it brought to when Blessings mentioned what she just said, it made me think about, like, even in my profession, when we're done teaching a course, we give these observation these what do you call them, surveys, student surveys. And these surveys are where students can rate our teaching. You know what I'm saying? So we can't walk around saying, well, we know everything and nobody can tell us anything. No, we get these, and they're usually they're usually anonymous. So that's good feedback. And if you can't take that constructive feedback and make a change in what the way you do things, you know what I'm saying? That's what's important. And so when she mentions that, people should be able to say, well, you know what, you could have done that a different way. And you should be able to think about it at least without getting an attitude.
Well,
Luann,
you
you
know
want to
what?
add something?
It had brought to my mind even blessings when you said like your subscribers deserve more, and we do. Yeah, we're indebted to our subscribers, and I do owe them a certain. And so that when we talk about being able to be accountable, I have had to be like so accountable, and I have had to take such a survey over these past several days because of all that has gone on. And when I tell you that I've been overwhelmed, that is like an understatement. But immediately when you said that, I could appreciate that because it's like, you know what? Stay your course and do your content because basically what you said is that's not what your subs came here for. And if you pay attention, I pay attention to my chat. There are many people that says, you know what, Love Bug, I'm waiting for you in your content. I'm waiting for you to do that thing that you said that you came out here for. So we all do have to be accountable. So I thank you for that, because yes,
Oh,
our
you're welcome.
subs do belong, because yeah, these numbers do pile up when there's a bunch of fooey going on in these rooms. But I cannot help believe, I don't care what camp people have stuck their flag in. I can't help but believe that the majority of us are tired. Okay. And so I
Yeah.
want to thank you for that, just sister to sister, because I understand that you're right. I owe it to my subs to give them something more fruitful, to give them something that adds value to their life, because that's what I'm
Hmm.
here to do. So
In the
thank you.
most healthy way. In the
Mm-hmm.
most healthy way. And I know I'm not the only one that see it, but there are a lot of people on here that has medical issues. And there's a lot of people on here who are they don't have they're on here all the time, and they don't have a job. So this is their place of safety, their place of relaxation, and they're comfortable here. They're comfortable with the people they love and like. And to be honest, we have to tap in more to our subscribers so that we can get more. I'm gonna be honest, I can't share a lot of the commentary because it's about some bull BS. I don't want to share that, because why would I bring someone into this sector and all they're going to receive is drama? They're not going to receive anything that's going to elevate their lives or encourage them or push them through the next day. And there's people out here who have committed suicide. They're medically impaired, or they're mentally ill. It's a lot of mentally ill people that cannot afford medication. They can't afford it, so they rely on other things. And I'm saying this passionately because I see it on a regular. There are people who are mentally ill that refuse to go to therapy, maybe because they can't afford it, they don't have the insurance, you know. And then they sit up here and they're thinking about more and more and more. And as unfortunately, as content creators, we are responsible, because we can tell that mentally ill person, go do this, go do that, and they do it. We are responsible for that. And we have to be careful on how we uplift our subscribers, how we treat them, how we love up on them, because they love up on you, on all of us every day. I'm just thankful for just subscribers and some little views that I get. But I see a lot of you guys get, super chats, and you get cash apps, and that's a beautiful thing. But bless those. You don't have to bless them with money back, but you can bless them with a good live that's gonna lift them. Even sometimes it could be having a little drama and nobody worried about it. We all have our little fetish, but at the end of the day, we have to uplift each other and talk to one another. It's a lot of African American females in this sector. And a lot of us are taking our childhood injuries and abuse into our commentary and into our sector. And I know that's kind of hard for a lot of people to receive, but it's true. And it's facts, because we see it every day. I'm gonna pass the mic.
Yes, that is so true. And like I said, that shows it shows you can pretty much look and see who has childhood trauma. And we're not here to diagnose anybody, because by the way, I'm not a medical doctor. I'm a doctorate of education. And so yes, we do live in this sector. I heard that it was impossible to have us brilliant women as of those, just like those who are on this panel today, to be a part of this sector. And what I want to do is ask you all, if you like having positivity in this sector, can you put a 1 in the chat? Because I heard someone say that positive channels didn't belong here. And I think that could be very far from the truth. So I want to know, how do you all feel about having positivity in this sector? Or do you just want drama? Or do you just want to feel the effects of people who are hurting? Okay, I see a lot of ones. Okay, I thought so. Okay, I just wanted to mention that.
That's deep right there. Do you enjoy? What is it that this sector enjoy about somebody's pain? Seeing somebody being hurt, seeing somebody being doxxed, screenshotting and sending it to the. Why would y'all do that?
Right.
I'm sorry. You know, somebody could be having subscribers. I'm talking straight to the subscribers. You know, somebody could be having a great day, and it's a great day.
Yes.
Their family members probably could be flying in and they enjoying it. Or they probably got some money from the lotto, or they could have just had a great day. And then a subscriber send you some BS.
Right.
What is the point? Y'all gotta figure out, protect us too. Protect the person that you are sub to, because they probably may not want to see that. Or what if your content creator may be ready to slit their wrists or slit their.
Right. We get it. Did she drop? She fell off. Okay, she'll come back up. Come back up, blessings. But yeah, like she was saying, and so I'm glad to see that I see ones in the chat, because although I knew that was a false statement, and like I said, things come from a place of hurt, and that's one thing that, I just feel like, we all need to look within ourselves, okay? And somebody says all that documentation is whack, calling jobs whack, misery loves company. Yes, that's true. And so that's something that you'll never see over here. And I don't care if I have 10 people in my chat, because like I said, I'm not like depending on this to pay my light bill or anything. So if I have 10 people who are willing to have what I have to offer, to take what I have to offer, then I'm willing to cater to those 10 people. Okay. So, to me, it's more of, it's like what I call a ministry in so many words. Blessings. Yeah, she fell off. But yeah, so did you want to say something else, inclusion?
No, I'm just here, just kind of listening and taking it all in. And I was Newsy Nikki when she was saying all that documentation is whack, calling jobs is whack, misery loves company. Yeah, it is. Yeah, it is so true. And I just think, like, again, for me, it's like, where does it stop? Where does it stop? Because for me, it's like everybody wants to say, yes, but that person did it, and that's why I'm doing this now, and that person did it, and that's why, and well, I only did it because that person did this. And it's like, yeah. And again,
Right.
for me, what that says for me is, we have to, I hope that we stop being fueled by emotion. I'm so serious. So many of our responses out here is we hear something because these words are so hurtful, and they are. These pictures, these images, all of this stuff is hurtful. And so then I have been in my car listening to some stuff. And when you start talking about digging down through there and getting through them lights and did I say stop or slow down type stuff, right? I'm trying to get here to have a reaction, but it's this emotion, because once these words are out there, they're out. Let me share something with you. And Swag, it's true, because I've had this conversation with you. I said, you know what? Because this is back to Newsy Nikki's comment. The documentation and all of that stuff is whack, because now I'm at a point that this has all gotten to such a pinnacle point that it's like, there's letters out there that I have sent that I wish I could take back. But guess what? Now that they're out there, some of them are out of your hands. Let's just talk if we're going to have a conversation, because that's what I came to do. And Swag, I've said that to you. So yeah, it is all whack. But again, where did it come from? Fueled by emotion.
Right.
Fueled by emotion, because I am a person too, and I don't like to hear derogatory. I don't like to hear myself referred to in a derogatory way. It is
Mhm.
just as hurtful as anything else, whether it's a child or an adult, to see yourself in a hurtful light or to hear it in a hurtful light. It is. So Newsy Nikki, I just hope that myself included, me first, start exercising, not responding based on emotion. Because if we respond fueled by emotion, we're bound to make a mistake 9 times out of 10. So let's just have that think time. I would say that as well, Swag.
Yes, and that's true. The countdown. You know what I'm saying? Because like me too, I'm not perfect. And there has been times when I've seen things and I want to uh, respond, but I have to think. You know what I'm saying? And I've even had to people right here on this app who have reached out to me before they respond, and I've had to be the person who say, "Don't do it." You know what I'm saying? Because it's not worth it, and it's not easy. And I'm not going to even pretend that you could be able to just say, "Oh, I'm just going to forget it." No, there's times when I was born and raised on the west side of Chicago. So do you think that I can't go off and tear people down? No, I can. But guess what? I've graduated past that. I'm not going to do that. You know what I'm saying? I will hit the button and click off. And does it mean that you're a coward? No. I heard somebody mention earlier today the person who walks away is the person who is the bravest, because the coward is the one that's yelling and screaming and cussing and da 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 da. I don't do that. I don't do that in real life. And I'm not going to do that on this app because it's taking away a piece of me. Okay. So if we can learn how to just try, and sometimes, hey, I'm going to tell you, some people I know for a fact tried, because I've had people reach out to me and they tried. And what happens is they get pushed over the edge. Yes, it can happen. And so I said, well, I was talking to Guru and to Blessings, and I said, maybe I should fall back. I'm a people person. I like to get into the chats. And if you notice, anybody on here notice, when I am a mod, I don't get involved in whatever the commentary is. I never laugh. I never joke. I never comment. I might say, all I say is, I have a standard thing. Please hit the like. Memberships are available, and bless the host if that's okay. And I try to keep it that way so that people don't say that I'm partaking in anything. But even with that, people who are hurting, that's the way I'm going to refer to them. They'll still find something because they saw you in that particular chat. As adults, we all should be able to go wherever we want to go. And just because you don't like a person or I don't like a person, and there's very few people I don't like. There's a few on this earth, but very few. And I can't expect Guru not to visit this person because I say, oh, don't go over there. That's very elementary. That's lower than high school. You know what I'm saying? And I think when we all, as women, we're Black women, and how powerful we can be if we empowered one another and supported one another positively, it would be amazing. But because of the way that we've seen or we've grown our environment, apparently, where we tear each other down, it's so much easier to tear each other down. And that breaks my heart. That makes me not even want to come to this app. You know what I'm saying? So I said, well, maybe I'll stop going into people's chats and just stick to doing my commentary. I definitely have my curriculum ready to start working on teaching medical terminology and maybe some other medical allied health courses. And I said, well, maybe I need to just stick to that. But why should I limit myself from being able to support others? Why should I do that? Because of fear of what other people think or say? No, I won't do that. So, it's just we're just saying this because we're primarily Black women. And this is what YouTube, because they make money off of what's going on. Whether we make a dime, they're making money off of the ads and things like that. And they sit back and probably over dinner laugh at us. Look at those ignorant Black women. You know what I'm saying? We don't want that. Let's change the narrative. You don't have to like everybody. I'm not saying kumbaya and kiss and go on about your no, but we must respect one another because
And you can move around here
yes,
effectively.
yes,
You can move around here effectively without cussing somebody out, without arguing. You got to use your words
yes,
and let people help you with words. I need help with words sometimes. Sometimes I can't pronounce my words. You know, that's
and that's
just,
okay.
you know, but I can pronounce. If I'm not thinking about it, I can pronounce it. If I look at it and read it, I can pronounce it. But a lot of times, just sometimes there could be healthy commentary as well.
Yes,
Drama, of course, you know, because we all like a little drama. Women like that, you know. We just like that. We like the soap operas. That's part of
yes.
drama.
Lifetime
But
Movie Network. I love it.
yeah, exactly. But at the end of the day, it could be effective. It could be a learning lesson. It can be something that's funny, very detailed, and engaging. You know,
Mhm.
we have to figure out how we're gonna you know, support each other without being angry at one another when you're really angry at yourself.
Yes. And that's what it is. It starts within. I can't give you something that's not in me. If I don't have anger in me and bitterness in me, you're not going to get it from me. So that is so true. Blessings. That is so true. And there's some people out here like at night. If you click on to Glam to Gam, they're over there talking about adult stuff, and it's fun and it's funny and we're laughing. You know, we don't take it too serious, but we have fun with it, right? You can go over to Blossom. She's talking about her life story. Blessings. You know, when she does come, she puts out some knowledge. Guru is you all already know with Guru. You're gonna go over there. You're gonna learn something. You know what I'm saying? You have Diva who does the wind down Wednesdays when she does it. There's so many people on here, and I don't want to. I'm not overlooking anybody. I'm just thinking as they come to my head. But there, Danya does skits, and Danya put some very good. I went over and checked out
Oh,
her
she
video
does.
today, and it was Mama. It was like Mama Danya. She really made a
And
lot
she's
of sense.
interesting. She has information about things that a lot of, I like what I love me some Danya because we're kind of like the same in our interest. But yeah, I agree. Even Chrissy Chronicles, you know,
Chrissy Chronicles. Oh my God.
you're
I
gonna
cannot go over
laugh.
there without laughing. I don't care how I feel. When I go to
Mhm.
Chrissy, I'm going to
You're
laugh.
gonna laugh. You're gonna forget about your whole day,
Yes.
everything that may have went on through your whole day, and you're gonna laugh. You
Right.
know, Swag and Inclusion Guru, they are about education. You know, they're educators first of all, and they're gonna uplift you. They're gonna help you if you need this, if you need that, and you're doing this and you're doing that. And the funny thing about it in this sector, Swag, you're the first one in this particular sector that um stepped out, and now you have your night thing. It's like you said, you know, I ain't gonna be about this. I don't have time really to do a lot of lives. Let me just get my views this way. That's thinking out the box.
Hmm.
Straight
Because it
up.
takes a lot out of me. I don't
Yeah.
even understand how people have the energy and have jobs. I work from home primarily. Most the two colleges that I work for primarily, I do a lot of the work at home, and I still don't have the energy to like go live all the time, go live all. But to go live and give all my energy and yelling and screaming, oh my God, I can't imagine it. I'm
And you don't
exhausted.
have to because
I'm just
there's
saying, I don't.
so
I wish I had
much.
that energy.
Yeah, girl, I don't want that energy. I don't. I don't want that. I want energy where I'm like peaceful and
Yes,
happy and
and
just
that's how I
enjoying
like it.
life.
Yes,
Hmm.
I like to go out to a nice dinner and enjoy time with my family. You know, we have to learn how to separate because what will happen is we'll become consumed with this virtual world and we'll forget how to operate outside of it in reality. We won't even want to go outside in the real world. And
And you
so
have to.
you have to separate it.
it's nice to get a nice fresh breath of air. It's just nice. It's nice to go to the local eatery. It's nice to go to the local winery. It's nice to go to a different
Yes.
city and just enjoy yourself. You know, I went
Yes.
out with my childhood friends, my, you know, last night, and we had a ball, and girl, we was singing our little, because we all got a little tone in us, so we was all little singing our little karaoke and eating well and enjoying some wine and just enjoying company and
Yes.
laughing and talking. And you know what, you can bring that back. Book
And,
reading, who is
and talk
people love
about it.
to book read.
We're going to do a
Inclusion
book.
Guru is
Inclusion,
a
what's the book? Tell us about the book you're going to be doing.
mm,
Okay, so because you know what, I was in here just trying to talk in the chat, so here I am. But the one that I want to start off is amazing. It is called 12 Lessons to Restore the Image, the Character, and the Responsibility of the Goddess Black Woman, Mother of Civilization. And it is such a conversational book that really will restore us as a people. And guys, and I don't want to exclude anyone because yes, Black women, that's what this book was geared to. But we have other ethnicities, other backgrounds that join us, that support us, that love on us. And so just knowing that the sisterhood is a more universal term, that we as women share certain things, period. But this one really is for the Black women because we're the ones that kind of are out here and have that stereotype of being angry, of not being able to get along. We're the ones that have the lowest percentage of being married, right? And so this book looks to restore us. It's very conversational, and I really want to have book talks around that. And so yes, I'm going to introduce that book and probably read the foreword before the end of the week. And I'm also going to do the Go Giver. So I hadn't, because one I was going to do for the membership, and then the other one just for the crowd at large. And whereas I really wanted to do the Black Goddess one for my membership only, it is so needed by so many of us. I'm just going to have to put that one out there, and I'll just read the Go Giver for you guys.
Are
And so
you going to have it being sold on Amazon, or are you going to have it published where you can we can order through you? How will we be able to
Oh
order
no,
it?
this is not. Oh, you know what? This is not a book. This is not. Let me tell you the author. You're gonna love it. Order it if you want to, so that you can read along.
Oh,
I
okay.
strongly suggest that you do. But it's Akil, Akil,
Mm-hmm.
and it's a very conversational read. But I am definitely going to read
you can
that.
put it
And I would
on your community wall, and I'll share it.
Oh, okay. Yes. And I
Okay.
definitely think that we should come back and have some discussions around that. And then, really, for me, it's all about application because we can read these books and talk about them all day long. But I think that even delving deeper into the conversation, our conversations, like once a week, will come back in. And how did we apply these principles to our lives?
And then
Because
you
we're
can
not
put it
just
in the
reading,
chat too. I'm
reading.
sorry.
Yeah, we want to apply these principles.
I would love to apply those principles. You know, that's about growth. It's about growth,
And the
period.
other book you said was The Go Giver,
Yes. Yes, yes.
G-O.
And then
Okay.
dash and then giver.
Okay. So those are two books that Inclusion Guru will be
Come in.
hosting on her panel. I'm sorry.
Oh, I'm sorry. They were knocking on my door.
Oh, so so these are books that will, sometimes it's more relatable if you read something and put it into thought, and it's books to empower and better us as Black women. So definitely, be looking forward to that, because that's something that's going to serve us all well.
Mm-hmm.
People are saying that they would love to read it, for you to put it in the chat. Yeah, so I'm just so happy to know that there are a group of people over here in this sector who are excited about positivity. I'm so glad to see that, because that's what we're here for. Okay. And even though you may see us jumping in a chat saying hi, it doesn't mean that we are, you know, just know that we still uphold the positive aspect of this uh, sector. You said, do you ladies think that if social media didn't offer a monetary value, if all this drama would be occurring? Great job, ladies. I really enjoyed this live, real grown women. Thank you so much, Port City. What do you ladies think? If social media didn't offer monetary value, I honestly don't think there would be as many people on here because a lot of people wouldn't do this for free.
Mm-mm.
Child, we would do it for free. You think we wouldn't
We
log in?
would, we would, but
You
I'm
think we
saying
would
a
log
lot of
in and
people,
listen to this foolishness for free? We certainly would.
we
And
are doing
the
it for
money just
free.
makes it
But
times
I'm
10 money
saying a lot of people
still.
probably wouldn't, especially those who have like 100,000 followers and stuff. They probably wouldn't do this for free.
Some of this is people's livelihood.
Yes. Yes.
Some people are really depending on that check on the 21st.
Right.
Me, no. I'm doing. Hey, I'm up here, so I'm doing it for free. I only have 402 subscribers.
Well, I'm doing it for free, and I have 1,300 something subscribers. But it's good though. I'm not, I'm not
Yeah.
tripping. You know what I'm saying?
At
I have,
all.
it
And
is
I only
for
have
free
91.
basically.
What is it? I think I saw this morning 91 viewers. I mean views, live views or whatever. I just looked at my whatchamacallit today and I was like, whoa, just being nosy in it since I took off. But
I even heard somebody make that a negative connotation that you're doing it for free. So we just have to take, like I said, look at the bigger picture and not the small, not the words, because I know I'm doing it for free and there's nothing wrong with that. Because in life, sometimes you have to give of yourself in order to get blessed.
That's right. That's right.
Right. And just, you know what, Port City, what it really made me think of is, unfortunately, and this is why our content is going to change because this is what we want to help. Yes, it would go on because it's going on in our families. And this is the way we're not just doing this here on this app. This is how we are resolving conflict throughout our lives with our families, with our mates, with our people in the grocery store, with the person who cut you off while you're driving. It's because we have so many things that need to we're so angry, and some of our anger is justified, and we're not always going to feel good because we don't always have a positive emotion, but how we deal with that anger is what we're going to have to get a grip on. So unfortunately, I think we would, because we're resolving. This is how we're communicating in our homes, and we really just need to learn a new language to express our dissent or our disgust or our frustration with each other.
And that goes deep. That goes deep because Mrs. Guru and Swag, we can probably tolerate, I know I can, the deepness of what you just said. Not everybody can do that. A lot of people will go to therapy and tell I'm not saying for you, that's not what you didn't say that, I'm saying it. A lot of people go to therapy to figure out why are they the way they are, but they'll tell the therapist just a minimum, and then they never return, and they spew the same type of communication out there into the universe, to the atmosphere, and you are right, our language has to change. But what does that mean? What does that mean? Does it mean our language has to change in how we operate, how we communicate, how we think, how we what does that mean? Can you explain that for the people? Mrs. Guru?
Okay, you know what? I'm sorry. Okay, so I'm sorry. You said, what does what mean?
What does it mean when you say we have to change our language? I don't think a lot of people understood what you were saying. So what does that mean? Can you explain and go a little bit deeper into that when you say that?
Like how we're communicating with one another and how we resolve conflict, like really using those when you, I feel, like those kinds of statements. And a lot of times we'll think that, oh, that's white people stuff, or we don't do that. But yeah, it's our style of communication. And we really literally need to be explicitly taught how to disagree. And when you go back to that, and at the point of the disagreement, when you have explained why you've disagreed or why I don't agree with what you're saying, we literally have to leave it there and go to the now next what? I mean, what next? It's just, how do we communicate with one another? Some of them is like rules of communication. Use a 6-inch voice. If I talk about a 6-inch voice, and I literally have to explicitly even teach it at the high school levels, everybody doesn't know like the rules of like a civil conversation. 6 inches is, look at that on a ruler. That's just half a ruler size. So if anybody hears your voice past that, then you're not using an indoor voice. But like little stuff like that, like for us here at the house, we have, if you listen just to respond, which a lot of us do. I'm just listening so I can get my next one out. I'm not listening to literally hear what you have to say. I'm going to miss the message. But we're all so busy trying to jump in and pop in because my mother was grown from a large family, 13 brothers and sisters. So everybody's talking loud trying to get in. And a lot of us were. That's where a lot of us interrupting and just talking loud comes from. We came from large families, right? Well,
Mhm.
here at the house, one of the things that I did, and I think that we should do it, I thought about it. I was even going to like show what materials we need to get. We need a talking stick. And so now we have a virtual one, but I literally, and I'm gonna have to go get it, and I'm gonna show it I'm gonna go live later. I have a talking stick, and you literally have to pass that physical thing. It could be a teddy bear or whatever, but turn taking. We can't even get on a platform and have a discussion about something that we disagree about and everybody take their turn. So what? We need a visual. Like the talking stick is mine. So when this teddy bear is in front of me, only I'm the one that's talking and no one else, and everyone else has attentive listening skills, active listening, right? And then when it's your turn, I'm finished, I pass the talking stick to you and it's yours. First, it had to be that tangible. We literally held the talking stick. And I'm talking guys right now here, boys 27, 32. We probably have done the talking stick for about the past year. And so now, just now, my son can just say it now, like, talking stick, like mom, you're cutting me off. I had the talking stick. So little stuff like that. How do we communicate without being hurtful? Okay.
Right.
With all this cussing and all the profanity, I'm not one who really cares about profanity. It doesn't really bother me because profanity words are just arbitrary. They're just words, right? How do we know that a curtain is a curtain? A curtain could be a bus. They were just arbitrary things that were assigned at one point. Cursing really does give emphasis and it makes it more picturesque. The one rule that I have about cursing, okay, is that I don't use it to call people names. You really can't go back in here. You might have heard me say mother effer. You might heard me say a F, a damn, a shit. You might hear me say some of that, but you have not heard me on here call no people, no bunch of B's, no bunch of H's, because that's where we cross the line. Okay.
Mhm.
So if sometimes the kids can say, oh, what the hell? And I had a college professor who taught me language who was like that. She said, I let my teenage daughter, she curses, and I know we come from that, but it's just the rule is I can't call you a hurtful name. But if I stub my toe and say, oh shit, then I can give that a pass. So it's those are what I'm kind of talking about when I talk about how do we communicate in a way that doesn't hurt each other.
How do we communicate effectively? You did bring up some good points. You did bring up some good points. You brought up, uh, let me see, taking a turn. Um, and when people are taking turns, that means you're supposed to listen, right? That means listen. Um, Visual what they're talking about. Have a visual about it so you can kind of relate. We're not going to relate to everything, but just have some type of relation to what they're saying, and listen to hear and not to respond. That's so important. Whew, that's very important. When you listen to respond, you don't get nothing done. Nothing comes out of that. You could say, "Didn't I tell you to close the door?" And that person would just be like, "They, I closed the door for such and such and such and such. And I didn't tell you." And it goes through that whole thing. But if a person say, "Didn't I tell you to close the front door?" Well, mom, I was getting these the other stuff in the house. Oh, okay. That's me listening to what he has to say. You know, but if I'm screaming, I'm yelling, "Didn't I tell you to close the goddamn door?" And you such and such, and they said I was gonna close the god. You done, and I'm not respond. I'm only listening to respond to whatever words that triggers me. Triggeration is a very important um, thing in communications, because anybody can trigger you. Anybody. It can be a stranger. It can be a dog. It can be a cat. It can be anything can trigger you. It can be something that happened in your past, and you're with somebody new in your life, and they may do something that may remind you of your past, that may trigger you. Um, and you have to learn effective communication in that way, because there's nothing wrong by telling someone, you triggered me when you said that. That happened to me when I was younger. I didn't like it, such and such. Call it a day. That person doesn't respect what goes on, what you just told them, then you already know to cut them off. But we have to really listen to effective communication, and we have to respond effectively as well. I hope that makes sense. I'm passing the mic.
Yes, it makes a lot of sense. And I'm reading these comments. There are some great comments in here. I'm sorry that we haven't been like keeping up with them, but I am reading them and taking them into consideration. I would like to read some of them. We're not going to hold you guys too long. We've been on for a little over an hour, and I'm so grateful for these young ladies being here with me today. And I said that, you know, we would have more of these types of conversations, women of impact, and where we could have other women who have, I feel, have an impact and who have a positive impact, because everybody has an impact, right? But to be able to share conversations with you all that are beneficial. So we will be doing this again sometime soon. I wanted to read,
Let
let's
me let
see.
the ladies in the chat know, because I'm looking, it's so predominantly all women in the chat. Ladies, you guys are beautiful. And no matter where you come from, you do have a voice. You have a voice that can uplift somebody. You have a voice that can change somebody's life. You have a voice that can make somebody laugh. You have a voice. You are purposeful. God created you in his perfect way. And I'm saying that to everybody in the chat, every single woman in the chat. No matter what has happened to you, you have a voice. There is another day. And Glam to Gam,
Yeah.
I always get her name. I like your commentary. You have wisdom, honey. Embrace that. There's things that I like. You make me laugh. Yesterday was so positive, and it was last evening. I don't get in. I don't get involved in y'all stuff. Whatever goes on with you and the mother, with everybody else, that's on y'all. But I like the fun stuff. You're new, so I'm just embracing you because you are new. But you just keep striving and keep growing, and it doesn't matter how old we are. It's about what we're gonna do tomorrow. And that's what I'm bringing into the new year. It's not about me. I'm about to make this, drastic change in my life. No. What can I do better tomorrow? What can I do for my team tomorrow? What can I sit up here and do for my children, my household? What can I do better tomorrow for me? Because if we're good, then our lives is good. As long as we're taking care of ourselves, then our lives are going to be just a little tad bit better. Okay. And we'll be able to embrace people. And the more good people you bring into your life, your village will grow and you will be more successful. That's what I believe. Success comes from how you treat people, and the people that don't treat you the same way, back in return, you let them go and you keep pushing, and you ignore the negativity and you keep pushing. You don't become a millionaire overnight. You don't become a 1,000-year YouTuber overnight. Just keep pushing and move forward, because you're going to make it. Okay? That's all I have to say.
Yes, and each and every one of you, it's not too late. We've all made mistakes. Don't dwell in them. today is the day. Don't wait till New Year's Day, because as you see, tomorrow is not promised. Actually, tonight isn't promised. So you can start now and make a change for yourself. You do it for yourself. Okay. And we can start that today. So no matter what you've done, move on and do it for yourself. And each and every one of you have something that you can offer and help others with. We all have something to bring to the table. It may be different, but each and every one of us have something within us that we can help someone else, especially as women. We all have some things in common, that may encourage someone else. You can be a single mom, you can have lost your husband, you could be a widow. It's so many things that we have in common, and we can help each other just by sharing. And the thing is, a lot of people are afraid to share what they've gone through on here, and for good reason, because people use it to tear you down, and that's the unfortunate thing. But there's so much that each of us can give to one another. Somebody said, now come to the altar with your offering, but that's true. That's true.
Bless the host. Bless the
see-
host.
I wanted to be able to allow people in the chat to, a couple people wanted to come up and say something, but I would do it like we do at the fumes, as my grandmother say, the fumes, where you have 2 minutes, because I don't want to be on here too long. I see Belladonna, somebody saying hi, but for some reason I wasn't able to see you, Belladonna. Can you check and see if you have me blocked? I don't have you blocked. I've checked, and I would love to be able to see everyone who is commenting. I do see someone saying hi to Belladonna. But yes, Guru, did you want to say something? And then I want to let Glam to Gam. Thank you, dear, for your $9.99 super sticker. I wanted to be able to have a couple people come up. I really wanted to get into these comments, but we got carried away and talking. And then I know that would take time to read each and every one of them. But trust, I will read them, and I totally appreciate them. And as far as the class goes, it is coming, baby. I've been finalizing these PowerPoints, and that's what I meant when I put that post up. When I said bringing somebody to the chalkboard, I wasn't talking about fighting. But I did get a lot of response on it. People telling me not to do it. Don't do it. Don't do it. It was about my class. And I got a few phone calls, and I was like, oh, no, it's about my class. So don't think that I was getting ready to beat somebody up Chicago style, because I wasn't. But you said, Lisa Parker, I love that lady jumping up. That is you all the way. A lady jumping up. That is you all the way. Glam to glam. Oh, glam to glam. Oh, yeah, that's glam. Thank you so much. So, Sting, thank you for the super sticker. Sting is a rider. Sting is such a huge supporter to everybody. I see her in the streets as I'm going into different chats.
I think she has me blocked because I don't see her no more.
Sting of the Black Scorpion. Do you have Blessings blocked?
Yeah, I used to see her, but I don't see her no more.
So there is a way, and I'm going to have to just share it probably on a post. Like when Rita had a lot of people blocked and didn't know how to unblock them. There's a way that you do it through Google. And even though you go to your YouTube studio, you won't see the people blocked. But if you go through Google, you'll see I had like 80 something people in there. And so I'm going to have to share that so that people can just go in and unblock people that are blocked. Actually, Miss India showed me how to do it. And it was like, wow, it's like a hidden block. And so sometimes we make a mistake and block people. I know I've fallen asleep with the phone, and I'm hoping I didn't drop into somebody's chat when I was in the bushes. But it's so easy to make a mistake as well and block people. So thank you, Noski Nikki. Thank you so much for your $19.99 super chat. You guys are going to have me in tears. Thank you so much. She says, awesome live, ladies. But yes, I do want to have, I know D Brown was one, and then his service was one. If you want to come to the altar. No, joking. I'm going to drop the link and then let you have like 2 minutes to share. Because I'm going to have to get off here soon. And somebody put in here, I saw someone, Sting says I don't have anybody blocked. So Blessings, I'm going to send you that as well so that you can check and see if you have hidden blocks. And another thing, when we come back, I am going, if you have suggestions of women that you want to, I know I've invited Nye and to Jay. Um, uh, there's a lady, Mary B. What's her name? Mary B. Glam. I mean,
I like
Glam.
Night and Jay. That's my girl.
Mary B, the realist.
The realist. She's agreed to come. I want to have positive women come over and we have dialogue and talk to one another. And so they have agreed to come on the panel and we just talk. And so there will be others that have panels. And so I'm going to let in this service. Did you want to go first, inclusion, or you want to wait?
You know what? I'm gonna drop down so that the other people can come up. But I think the very last thing that I want to leave this chat with, okay, is that you have to remember that truth crushed to the dirt will rise. Okay, so you don't have to worry about it, guys. Truth crushed to the dirt will rise. All them pebbles on the sand, they used to be huge boulders, and if you stump your foot in dust, doesn't that dust cloud rise? So they can crush it and think that it goes away. You don't have to fret yourself over when you know that you've been lied on and you know who you are and what you did. Don't worry. And sometimes you don't have to dignify it with a response because it will rise. I promise.
That's right. That's
okay.
right.
See you guys later. I'm gonna go live later.
I appreciate you, Guru. I'll talk to you.
Appreciate you, Mrs. Guru.
I love you guys. Thank you.
Love you too, babe.
I see Katrina says, "Epic live swag, awesome job, ladies. Thank you. This live was fire. YouTube is no loyalty. Thank you." And that's what it's all about. It's all about, I always say, if I can reach one person, I'm satisfied. And I'd rather have 4 silver quarters than 100 copper pennies any day. And I mean that. I really do. Hi, in the service. How are you? You have your 2 minutes of wisdom. Give it to us.
Swag. First of all, I know when to go up and come down real quick. Number 2, I'm in the bed and I'm hearing everything you all said. It's about time. It was an open dialogue. Mm-hmm. It was about time. This got to stop. It's no good. It's not healthy. Even to think it's not good. Okay? There is only one adamant thought here. You're right. The body is your temple. If you know that this is your body, is your temple, and your minds are your thought processes, you reach your greater good and higher heights. Blessing, you are so on point. I am grateful to hear someone of you that can render this type of dialogue because it starts in the body. It starts in the soul. If you're telling the soul, bitch, itch, and all this other old nasty crap, then that's what your soul is. All right. Now, there's a book you all can. I come from a woman's church, Blessings. Okay. You can look it up from the Reverend Dr. Johnny Coleman's church. It is a ministry, Swag. You are correct. It is a ministry. But there's a book that she wrote, and it's called It Works If You Work It. I didn't get 67 and this long. I'm not wise. I've learned the wisdom of the ages, and she taught me. But she taught me how to use the principles. No, it's not easy. But you have to ask yourself every day one thing. I put it all in the chat for you all, but you have to ask yourself, have I reached my greater good? This talking out of each other's houses and what each other got and all this other stuff, these are houses that each one of you individuals have built. I'm going to say this live on your show, Swag. I have no dog in this fight, and I'm not going to. I love each and every one of you. I care about each and every one of you. That's a big-ass job to do. I don't show no disrespect. I don't troll in other people's thing to talk about other people. But I will say this. When you all start talking in codes for the viewer, we are clueless. We don't know who the heck you talking about. We just go with running jokes. We don't know what they are. Some of us like humor. Glam does. We got the dice last night. That was funny as heck because I did look that up. I did. So that was funny. That was humor. But Blessings, you keep being a blessing to us because you are speaking from your soul. You are showing and depicting that you are fresh in your soul. You whole, girl. And I'm
Thank
reading
you.
it through a phone in cyberspace. There are people on here that are real. We are real people. And as viewers, we want good content. Swag, I started with you the first time you started. Inclusion Guru, I watched you go up the first day you went up. You all are just stay in your higher contact and just redo stay in your lane and stay in your higher contact. Keep doing you. And when you do you, you ain't got no time to be in somebody else's house and talking about this and talking and putting each other down. It's ridiculous.
That's
And is this
right.
what we've come to? Is this what we've come to as Black women? That ain't wearing no crown to me. It ain't wearing no crown. I love you all. Brittany, I love you. Happy birthday, baby. I checked on Brittany's too.
Oh yeah, it's Brittany's birthday coming up. Brittany's
Yeah,
birthday
I'm not
coming
gonna be
up. I
challenged
hope
by I'm
everybody
not gonna
be
be
in
challenged.
tune. We gotta bless her.
Exactly. And
Mm-hmm.
Swag knows I do not troll in these streets. I don't stay ear to ear like that. I'm busy and I'm sick. But empowering Black women, yes, we can hear each other, but we can simply say at the end of the sentence, I don't agree. It ain't got to go out to each. That's some crazy stuff.
Mm-hmm. I
Get off
agree.
of it. And I'm not saying to switch, I'm saying to critically think about your higher, greater good. I'm going to drop down. I wish you all a wonderful New Year's. I wish you all a rebirth in your New Year's to
Oh,
understand
thank
that
you. Thank you.
each of us are responsible for the higher thought as a queen. That's it. That's all. I'm gone, Swag. Bye.
Thank you so much, Auntie, in this service. Knowledge coming from a 67-year-old, and that's the type of things that we need to hear as Black women. We,
Mm-hmm.
I had aunts. My grandmother is 93. I would love for her to come and talk. Yes, and she still. Thank you so much, Lady Ace. Thank you so much for your
That
super
was
chat
nice.
of $20. I totally appreciate you. Yes, but we need women. I'm 52, so I'm not that young, but I'm not that old either. But to hear from knowledgeable women, we need this. Some of us didn't get this growing up, and we
Mm-hmm.
need to hear from the older women. So I'm
And
gonna have
some of us didn't feel loved. We didn't feel
yes,
accepted. And I'm gonna tell you guys something. Validation comes from the household.
yes, it does.
It
It
comes
starts at
from
home.
behind that door. When you
Yes,
have, I'm a big advocate on raising children correctly, in my way, and we all have different ways, but behind that door, our children, when they open that door, they need to leave knowing that they are validated already. And
yes,
they don't have to seek validation from
in the
nobody
streets.
in the streets. They
Yes,
don't have to seek nothing. I told me my son had a great conversation on money. And I told him, Mama, but such and such got money. They can take no, because you need money. And you can't procrastinate and not tell me that you don't have no money when you get out of my car. You have a household that provides for you. And I don't want you to feel at the mercy of nobody besides God. I need you to walk out of here knowing you are validated and you are fully equipped with Psalms 91, and you are fully well equipped with um you know financial blessings where you'll be able to be okay.
stability.
Stability, just coming in and going out. Your home is where it starts. Your children gets their encouragement from you. Your children gets their uplifting from you. Your children gets their love and their hugs from you. Your children have dreams and they want them to happen. They get that from you. If nobody have their back, you have their back at all times, no matter what they want to do, how they want to do it, as long as it's healthy, as long as it's going to provide for them a good life, and as long as it's going to be something that they can actually help and teach others to do. They can be proactive out here in this life of training. You know, I I have this book that I purchased a long time ago, and it's on Amazon. It's called The Courage to Be Disliked. Okay. A lot of the chapters are very hard to deal with because you got to dig into your inner self. because a lot of us have never or may have tapped into why people don't like me. Have you ever thought about that, Swag? Like, have you ever like why this person just don't like me? People will just
Yes.
do anything to you. You don't know why.
And that's a book that we need to, maybe we need to, once we get through Gurus, we need to look at that book as well, because um, we need to look at that book as well, because that's something that I watched my daughters go through in high school. And it was ironic. They attended a predominantly white high school, but the problems they had came from the girls who looked like them, the black girls. And
Mhm.
and actually one of the girls actually told the when we had to go up to the school, the told the principal she didn't even know why she didn't like her.
They have no reasoning.
Yeah.
Some people are very protective. They're territorial. Some females are like piranhas. Some men are. And
Right.
people, and I'm gonna tell you something. Sometimes your friends, if you guys have young children, because I try to preach this to my kids, just based off of everything I went through. Sometimes you're gonna have to understand that people don't like you because of what's going on in their household. Some people are
Yes.
not gonna like you. Your friends may not like you because there's something special about you that they don't have, and they don't understand why you have it and they don't. So when you tap into as an adult, as we tap into, because I had to figure out, like, damn, I think I'm a cool girl. I think I'm a cool chick. I'm encouraging. I love to laugh and make people, I like to joke and make people laugh, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. And then one of my clients came across to me about this book, and the book name is The Courage to Be Disliked.
So
You
we're gonna have to
gotta
get
have
that
that
book.
courage.
And we
You,
have to be okay with being disliked. And I think that's
you
what
have to.
my daughters adapted that. Now they're okay with not being liked. And they know that
Mhm.
it's okay. D Brown, let's give you your 2 minutes of words of wisdom. What's up?
Oh, nothing. I just, you know,
Heidi
Don't you-
Brown.
hi, how
Like,
are you? I don't know who that is, but
that's
It's
blessings. That's
blessing.
blessings. Hot topics.
oh, hi, how are you doing today?
Girl,
You
I'm
know blessings,
blessed.
don't you?
I'm
Yes,
blessed. I'm
Okay.
blessed. I'm blessed and highly favored. How you doing? How you feeling today, honey?
I'm great. I just stayed away for all day today
That's good.
and watched TV.
What you watch?
I was watching some Christmas movies. I was watching some cooking channels,
Mm.
and I got interested in watching this lady. Um, she was homeless, living out of her car for a long time,
Mm.
and she was showing like where she started from and where she at now
Mm-hmm.
and stuff, and very very good. It was very good. I really liked it. I didn't like it in the beginning, but then as I started going on, I started
Mm-hmm.
liking it.
Okay.
How she was going to like different places, taking baths, and in like pen stations and stuff.
There's a lady
um
on YouTube who does that. She lives in her van.
Yeah, it's a black lady.
Yeah.
Yeah.
yeah, yeah, yeah,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, yeah, I know. I follow her. I follow that lady.
Mm-hmm.
And then this lady here, she was going like like getting stuff, and she would sit in the woods and cook her food on hot plates and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
It was very interesting. It was very, very
Mm-hmm.
interesting. And then she showed like inside her big trailer where she was like living at.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
She had her clothes and stuff. It was very neat. I was just saying to myself, like, wow,
Yeah.
unbelievable.
Isn't that trip how people live in their vehicles and they
Yeah.
just move around and they're comfortable and they
But
have
and
what
she says she's
generators, I
comfortable.
think. Huh?
She says she's comfortable.
Yeah.
Yeah. Some people do that
Yeah.
by choice, actually. Some people do that by
Mm-hmm.
choice. So what did you want to share with us today, Miss D?
I want to share. I hope when a new year come in, everything just stop and everybody, just like try to get along. And if they don't like one another, it is okay because we are not here to like everybody. But just try to keep it respectful. I guess I say that.
Yeah, for real. That's real talk. That's 100.
Or, and I don't want to be mean by saying this, but I want to say it. I feel some of this subscribers, I feel like they are messy.
You ain't lying.
Oh, that's the truth. The chat can start a war. You can start a war in the chat. Thankfully, I haven't experienced that in my chat, but I've been in the bushes and I've seen things go from 0 to 100 based on someone in the chat making a comment, especially when they're bringing things from one chat to the next. I've seen that happen. Yeah.
Because, some people, they be in their houses and they have 2 and 3 devices. So they be on this live and that live. And then I see them saying, oh, she said that. Oh, she said this. Oh, she did this. And I think that's where all the confusion and stuff is coming from. And I feel like, okay, I'm going to use you an example. You and
Blessing.
Blessings. All right. If I say I love y'all, right? I'm speaking for me. I can't speak for everybody.
Right.
I'm not going to keep coming back telling y'all two stuff to have y'all out here screaming and yelling and going crazy because this the love that I have for y'all. So what I'm going to do is protect y'all in any way I can with y'all peace. Now, the only reason I would come back and say something to you two ladies, if I feel your life is in jeopardy, I'm going to let you two know. But I don't want to see 2 people that I love get on here and go crazy each and every day. Because how could you really love these people? And this is what you're doing to them. You're running these people blood pressure up. You got other people looking at them as being crazy, delusional, because they're getting on here just screaming and yelling and going crazy. Now, this is how I feel. I'm not going to text Swag. I'm not going to text Blessings, say, Blessings, go live. She just said this about you. Swag, go live. I'm a person, let it go. Please don't do it. I can't make you don't do it. But this is just what I would say, because I can't stop you from, saying what you want to say. You know what I'm saying? Because I got to always remember that you all grown. But I will put peace in it if I can bring peace to the situation. Now, this is just me speaking, because I know it's a lot of these subs out here. It's going back telling these content creators shit. They text them, they emailing them, they inboxing them. And some of these content creators, they go for it. They hit that live button and they go crazy. I mean, they just go nuts. But there's no way, if I had a channel, that's not the way I would do. Because I have to always look at, is this worth me addressing?
I'm sorry, that's my pit bull.
And that's one of the things that inclusion guru mentioned, like maybe taking, like before you hit the live button and react, even if you heard something with your own ears, taking a moment to calm down. It's almost like you tell kids to count for 10 or before you whip your kids, or if you whip your kids, or whatever the case may be. Nowadays it's illegal to whip kids, but anyway, when I was growing up, but anyway,
we got them.
We got it. But just counting down before you react, because you may, it could help. It could help a lot. And also another thing is fact checking. Because someone tells you something that someone said does not mean that it's true.
Absolutely.
And we also tapped in. I'm glad that you're bringing up again, because everything happens for a reason. So this is God's way of bringing it up again. Maybe everybody needs a double dose of it, but we did speak on that, D Brown, where, stop bringing stuff to these content creators, because they can be in a very good place. When you bring it to them, it can bring them down, or they can be in a very down place where you could take them out. And at the end of the day, they don't need all the, let me send you this. I remember someone said, they was talking about you over there. You want me to send you the proof? I told them, no, I don't want to look at that.
That's right, Blessings. That's right. That's right. You don't want to look at it. Leave that alone. That's right. You
Yeah.
told them the right thing. Thank God you did. Because they just want they want to see this. And then another thing, the content creators got to realize, if it wasn't for us, they wouldn't have a channel.
Amen.
Okay.
Say
Let's just make that clear.
Say it again. Say it again.
If it wasn't for us, you people would not have a channel. So let's make that clear. And then another thing, like me, Swag, no, like I'm just a good-hearted person. Like I'm gonna kick it 100, whether you like me or not. I don't care. But I have seen things people say about me in chats. But have I ever approached it? No, because you know why? I don't know these people in real life. And I don't give a damn.
I want you to know, D, because I know you can go back at somebody, but I want you to know that I'm proud of you for not reacting, and that the fact that you didn't react makes you the brave one.
Yeah, I said I wasn't gonna do it. I said, you know what? I'm not even gonna do it. I said, because I don't know them and it's a lie, because I knew the truth. Right. You know what I'm saying? But I'm not gonna keep coming out here and explaining my truth, and you think because I don't explain my truth, I'm afraid. I'm not afraid. It's just I don't have to give you what you want, because you're not my mother and you're not my sister. You're not anybody to me. Right. You're somebody I don't even know. So I'm not gonna sit here and pour my heart out to you what I really said. That's not what I'm gonna do. But if I see something, like I moderate for a lot of people, and when they get off the chain, I'm like, stop, calm down. Check it out first. It might not have been said that way. Just because I'm a moderator, it doesn't mean I agree with everything that's going on in the chat. But I can't control what nobody say in the chat. That's something I can't do. These people is grown. They have a mind of their own, what I say. I'm not going to stop moderating for them because what they say, they don't have nothing to do with me.
Right.
But if I can bring it down, I will bring it down. But if I can't, I step back and just let it go, because there's nothing I can do about it, because everybody have a mind of their own. But some people have to realize, when someone come and tell you stuff all the time, stop thinking they always jealous. Stop thinking people is jealous, because I'm saying this word a lot go through YouTube. It's not always a jealous thing.
You realize that that's a word from elementary school that kids say?
Absolutely.
As a grown woman, there's absolutely no woman on this earth that I would rather be. Period.
Yeah. First of all, it don't pay you nothing to be yourself. Be yourself and everything will be all right.
Exactly.
Okay. Don't get up here and try to act like.
People fail to realize is that jealousy is redundant. And at the end of the day, it's like.
Absolutely.
And at the end of the day, guess what? We all pay bills. Guess what? We all got to wear drawers and bras and underwear. We all got to make our lives happen no matter what. Well, I got to be jealous of you. I'm trying to pay my next bill.
Right.
I'm trying to be jealous of you.
You know what it is? You know what, Blessing? I think a lot of people say that.
Nobody.
I think a lot of people say that in the chat, because they say that because that's what that's at the whatever chat they be in that say that. They like that because that's what the content creator want to hear. Yeah, they are. They jealous. It's
no one is above no one at all. I'm gonna tell you something.
Diva says some of them are though.
I've heard it from other content creators that got thousands of views and subscribers, and they'll tell you, I went to such and such and I saw how they lived. Ain't nothing.
Well, you know what? And if they are jealous, let them be jealous. If they are, sometimes you gotta learn how to ignore things. If you listen, let me tell you something. If you feel first of all, you have to have a discernment, because I have a great discernment. And let me make this clear. A lot of people I speak to, I don't like them. And I'm gonna be straight up because I don't bite my tongue. I don't like them. But I speak to them because I'm a humble person. But I know who I like and who I don't. And I say that because I see how they moving up here. Okay? They're fake. They're phony. But I just do it because that's what God want me to do. Okay? I see it. exactly how they're moving up here. Okay. I
Mhm.
know who's fake and I know who phony. Don't get it twisted. Don't get it twisted. Because I know the fake ones and I know the real ones. And stop
Mhm.
always going listen to everything somebody tell you and stop saying,
Mhm.
oh yeah, because someone listen. First of all, you're not gonna keep blowing my phone up with that negative shit. You're not gonna keep inboxing me on that negative shit. You're not gonna keep emailing me on that negative shit because that's not what I
Mhm.
want to do every day and all day.
Right, right.
Ask me
Mhm.
how I'm doing. Ask me how was my day.
Right,
Ask me what I'm
right,
doing today. I
right.
don't want to hear that shit.
Right. Talk to me. Hey, how was your day? What's going on? It's always
See,
good to ask somebody if they're okay. I have friends that would just call and say, "All is all good with you over there?" Yes, all is good. Okay, that's all I wanted to hear. It's just
Yes.
about checking in on your friends and your folks and people you care about, and not like you just said. Don't believe everything you hear, because
right,
nobody is jealous of nobody in this. I'm gonna
baby.
tell you that right hands
Because we
down.
all out here trying to make it by the grace of God.
By the
Yes.
grace of God and His mercy, girl,
Because I'm not gonna
in
sit
His
here and tell
mercy.
you I am a perfect person. I'm not gonna
Mhm.
sit here and tell you I got it like that. Because baby, I have my days. You better understand that and believe me.
Yeah, we
But
all
the,
do.
yeah,
Hmm.
but the way that you know what I was telling one of my people I talked to behind the scenes. I said, you know what? I would love to get on Swag Panel and just tell my real story. But I be damn, I can't do it. I
No,
can't.
you can do it because your
Mm-mm.
story may help. We just tapped on that as well, right, Swag?
Yes.
Your story may help somebody. You guys got to understand there's levels to this shit. So at the end of the day, you have already jumped your hurdles. You've been a subscriber, you've been a moderator. Now you're a content creator. Out of all three of those, you have seen so much, and you have learned so much, and you have incorporated so much into your brain, into your life, and how you understand how this stuff goes, to where you can uplift and strengthen, and you can talk to new creators. It's the
Yeah,
people
and you
that's
know what? It's
coming
sad
from up
because sometimes
underneath
things.
you.
But you know what, those blessings, it's sad because sometimes if you say how you feel, they will go off on you because they tell you everybody opinions matter. No, the hell it don't. And let me calm
Uh-uh.
down because it's
Fuck
making me
them. I
upset.
mean, excuse me. I'm sorry to cuss on your F them. F them. Those we spoke on that too. Whoever rocks with you, rock with you. If they don't, they gonna fall off anyway. God is you pray, and I know you pray because I've heard you. And I'm gonna tell you something. One day you were in Miss, my girl, I love me some Chrissy Chronicles. Y'all know that. But you were in her chat, and my heart broke when you said nobody likes you. That's not true. I remember when Danya said that, and I love me some Danya. I do. You never know who is watching. I tell my son that he wants to be an NBA player. I said, when you get on that court, you play to your perfection because you never know who is watching you. You never know. Don't stoop to the point where you cannot overcome your insecurities in this game called YouTube, because you can. You can overcome your insecurities. Start your page and let you got already everybody loves you. You don't think I don't
And
see people in
and
the
blessings,
chat and
I
they be like,
said that
"Hey, Miss
because
D Brown. Hey, Miss D. We love you, Miss D. You already have subscribers, boo. You already
well,
got them."
blessings. I said that because the creator would say you can have your own opinion. Then when I would say my own opinion, then they would go behind my back and say things
Then
about me.
you know what? You know how many times
And you
Beyonce
need to leave
cried?
that creator alone. That's not the only
Right.
creator on
You
this
leave
app.
them alone. You
And
gotta
so,
protect your peace.
and some of the things that you hear people say about UD is what they're going through in their lives. There are
Right.
some unhappy people
Right.
on this app, very miserable inside. And if you could see with the eyes that I look through, and you see those people, they're hurting. And so what they do is take it out on other people. And
Yeah.
you have to not let that affect
Yeah,
you.
because how we gonna have our own? How if we in the chat and then they say that everybody's entitled to their own opinion, then we make an opinion, then they don't want to be bothered with us no
Then
more
there's
in the
somebody you
chat.
don't
Then
want to
they
be
just
We
don't
have
associated
be
our
with.
own opinion.
bothered.
Leave
They
them
just
alone.
don't be bothered. Who don't want to F with you, don't, then that's
Right.
on them.
They're not.
Don't let your insecurity stop you from being the best of what God has blessed you on this earth to be. Don't allow that.
You move.
And a lot
You
of people
move
don't like
along,
me. I
D.
know they don't like me because they be saying, "Oh, she want a Trees fan. She want a Trees fan." So that's why I
Then
guess a
you
lot of
just
people
Trees
don't like me.
fan. There's something about Trees that you just love about her. Oh well,
Right. And
girl,
you could
you
be
got a
whoever
mark.
you
Go
can
ahead.
like
I'm
who you
sorry.
want to like. You can love
Oh,
who
I'm
you
being
want to love.
passionate right now. Let me stop.
Yeah.
Relax.
Yes, D. So you just have to
Whew.
leave those people alone. It's
You
okay
gotta
to
leave them
you can
alone.
you can unsubscribe. You can hide them so you won't ever have to run across their pages again. And you don't have to ever deal with certain people. Those are people that you do not want in your life because they have to heal from their own hurts before
That's
they
right.
can be any benefit to you anyway. So they're no benefit
Right.
to you if they're spilling over their hurt into their chat.
That's right. That's
Okay.
right. And don't cry, honey, because God made you purposeful. I spoke on that. God made, and people don't. Whew, in the name of the Father, the Holy Spirit, Father God, I would just want to thank you for uplifting us and strengthening us today. Father God, you know how I can get, Father God. Allow me to talk through this woman, Father God. Allow me to talk with her, Father God, as she wrap herself with her arms, as she just hug herself and say, I am purposeful. I am meaningful. I am the blessing of my life. I am the prize. I am the prize. And that's what you have to do. In my Father's God, in our Father God's name, Jesus Christ, hallelujah, amen.
And I never
Hug
said nothing.
yourself.
I never said anything. I don't know why that day that it. I don't know. I don't know. I just
It
never.
don't
I never
matter. We
said
It
know
nothing
you
doesn't
bad.
matter.
say it.
For,
You
for
know what you
D,
say. You
forget
got
them. You don't know
supporters.
them.
You
Forget
don't
them.
know them. Don't let these people you don't know push you backwards. You ain't no little girl. You ain't no dumbfounded young woman. You smart.
Right.
You been married. You raised kids to the best of your
Right.
ability. You pay bills.
And you have
You
something
do.
that you
You
can share
walked
with
your
others,
walk.
D.
Yeah.
There's something in you for other people
Other
to
people to see.
yes.
It don't
So
matter if you a Latrice fan or if you a whoever fan. You are your fan. You
I
are
know
the
what I said,
fan.
but what I'm saying, blessings. That's why people don't like me because they
Oh
always do that. They
well,
always
F
go
them.
and chat and say, "Oh, she
D,
with trees. She with trees."
watch
So
this,
now
D.
people know
Everybody
that
in the
people
chat
don't
who
like me.
loves D, put a 1 in the chat.
Put a 1 in the chat.
And I'm tired of hearing it. I'm tired of them saying that.
But it doesn't matter because you are the prize, honey.
D, look, people love you for you, D. Forget that one person. That one person is hurting, D. I'm telling you when I say it, they're hurting. They're angry. You can, if
You
you sit
are
back
the
with an
prize.
objective eye, you can see the hurt
Yeah,
and you can see the bitterness and the
exactly.
anger. You should feel sorry for them and pray for them because I'm telling you, it's not you, it's them.
It's
And you have to
them.
just move on, D. Move on and
Mhm.
let them do them. Move on, honey. You're better than that. And look at all
Sting
these
gave
people
you
in here
five
saying, look
ones.
at all these people.
Sting
Remember, you
gave
don't
you
know these
five
people. That's what No More
ones.
Drama said. Prince put hundreds in there. Hundreds. Lady Ace,
Uh,
Newski, Nikki, Diva, No More Drama.
You
In this
are
earth,
the
Steve.
prize. I want you to say this 3 times throughout your day, D. I want you to say, thank you, God. I am the prize. Thank you, God, for my life. Thank you, God, for giving me the encouragement. Thank you, God, for my blessings.
okay.
And stretch your arms out wide of good, friend of mine said the other day, she said, "Thank you, Lord Jesus." And I said, "Ooh, I know that's right." She said, "No, I just say that just because I understood what she was saying. Because when you go through the tragedies that we've been through, when you go through life and you know that you've made it, you made it, D. You up here talking to us. You made it. Your
Yes.
children made it.
Oh, Miss D, chin up. I know it hurts to be
Oh, there's
attacked
my
out of
diva.
nowhere, but chin up, chin up. We can't worry about that. We can't dwell on that. We
Mhm.
don't know these people. And throughout this year, we done seen a lot of hateful, evil-hearted stuff. And they is right. Misery loves company. A lot of people is
Mhm.
bitter and hurt and going through stuff at home and bringing that energy and stuff to these YouTube streets. But on the bright side, y'all, we done connected with some dope women. Everybody ain't on that. But I hate to hear you crying, and I know it do hurt to be attacked, especially when you didn't do nothing.
I
And
should.
people is grown and could support who they want to support.
Yes.
But
Love you,
don't
diva.
love you too, girl. But yes, Miss D, you cannot dwell on that. Non-recommend, don't listen, because that's what I've been doing. Why y'all think I could just get back to doing what I do and not respond? And I done got clips and heard some things, but oh well, forget them people. We don't know them.
Mhm.
We can only just try to be better than we was yesterday. And we know we didn't come to the YouTube streets to tear each other down.
That's right.
Yeah.
And you talk about because once you let it out, you will feel so much better. Girl,
Hmm.
that's like your shoulders will drop. Any
Yeah,
habits that
I've
you
been
have
holding
in
it in for a
recent
long
time, it
time
will
because I get
stop.
tired of people saying that about me. I've been
And you
holding it
really
in for a
care about
long
a lot
They're
of
time.
people
gonna
that we
talk
done crossed
about you,
paths with on
honey.
these streets. I get it.
You know how many people have talked about Beyonce? How many people have talked about Michael Jackson? How many people have talked about people who look at LeBron James? He came to LA and we talked about him because he was not a Kobe. I love me some Kobe. But at the end of the day, he soared, he did better, and he made a change and he promised us. People are still gonna talk about you, but that doesn't mean you stop and you a Capricorn. So I know it ain't in your blood, girl. I know it ain't. So
Hey y'all.
you got
Hey,
to tap
Nika.
into that zodiac sign of yours, because every Capricorn I know is a winner.
Listen, we are sentimental though. Stop
Mm-hmm.
playing.
Miss D, and she really do care about a lot of us.
Mm-hmm.
She been rocking with a lot of us and it treats too, since the go. So
Yeah.
I get it, and especially just being attacked, because y'all know a lot of this stuff come out of clear blue sky when you in people chats, or maybe something get transferred the wrong way, and y'all already
Mm-hmm.
know the
People
mess. You
are
don't
going. The
agree with
devil is
somebody, they
always.
turn against you.
Mhm.
Everything else.
The
Hmm.
devil's always gonna lurk and slither, like the in the Garden of Eden, when the devil was a snake and he was moving through the grass, but he was camouflaged. Girl, you
Yeah.
never know when the devil is gonna attack you. But you know what? You call on the grace of God and you say, "I rebuke you, devil, in the name of the Father, the Holy Spirit," and you keep
Amen.
pushing.
Hmm. Let me tell you something, D. My pictures is going around, and that's all they can talk about. But do you think I care about that? Do you really think I care about that? It doesn't matter to me. So you know what I'm saying? Like people are going to talk about you. People are going to do whatever. You know what I'm saying? And that does not bother me, not whatsoever. So you know what I'm saying? Keep it pushing. We love you, girl. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? And just because that one person or whoever don't like them, they don't like themselves. So
And
Amen.
we
y'all
just
know how
keep
this app
pushing.
is. People will dislike you just because they rock with somebody that don't like you. When a
Right.
lot of us don't necessarily roll like that. We didn't come on
Mhm.
here just not liking folks and, causing ruckus and going on. But yes, chin up, Miss D. Do not cry. Do not let this mess get to
Yeah,
you.
don't
Just
cry. They
non
not who you
recommend and
are.
tap out. Tap
They
Yeah.
out
not
of it.
who you are. You got to stand on who you are and what you was raised to be and what God created you to be. And that is his child. You are
Yeah.
his child. You are nothing less than any of us. Period,
Yeah.
point blank. I don't care how we all
And
may
y'all know
live,
we
what car we may drive, or whatever the point is. We all can be in the same situation at any second.
mm-hmm.
Mhm.
Any
Miss D,
second.
what I can tell you is just like Miss Carver said, kiss a pink part of my ass. Way up there. So just brush it out, girl, because you know what I mean.
I
They just
will.
ridiculous, and then you know what I mean, and you know we sensitive. You know what I mean. Everything affects us, girl. We sensitive. So you know what I mean. Just keep it
And
pushing,
y'all
but
love
it don't
hard
bother
because
me.
y'all both been
Yeah.
rocking with us. I know me from
Yep.
go since the
Yep.
beginning of my
And D,
page.
we love you. You know we love you, D.
Thank
Hmm.
you. I
Winner,
love y'all
winner,
too.
chicken dinner. I'm gonna get Prince.
What's Prince
Sometimes,
doing?
sometimes people may want to share their stories, but people so evil and so mean, they get a second thought about sharing their story. Or people may need help, but they are scared to ask for the help because you don't know what the
Yeah.
consequences going to be after the fact.
Uh-huh.
And you know, I can tell you, you know what I'm saying, like I went on to Glam to Glam and told some of my story. And there is ones where you can adapt to go onto their channel and express yourself. Like, you know what I mean? They allow you to do it. You just need to choose, you know what I'm saying? Pick and choose. Like I can go on Divas
Right. And
and
y'all know
chat
we don't be
and speak.
judging each other.
Yeah,
We
it's not a
we
Mm-mm.
we
judge.
here to support each other and uplift.
Yeah. Like, you know what I mean? Everybody's going through a situation in their life. Ain't nobody perfect. You know what I
And
mean?
ain't
So, you know,
nobody better
you got
than
a
the
story to
next. I don't
tell.
care what nobody got on
Exactly.
this app.
Right. And if
To
it ain't
me,
for
ain't
us,
D is the
nobody
one
better
to
than
share
the
her
next.
story.
right.
Nikki said, "I've said the things following the masses. I truly apologize if I offended any of you, Diva. That's true. You're right." No More Drama said, "I like this. You have to be delivered. That's the main ingredient. Delivered from people before you can walk into your destiny. This stuff does. That is the beginning." And we're trying to
Yeah.
help you get there because I would love for you to do your own channel, D Brown. You bring a lot of light and we will strengthen you.
Hmm.
We will strengthen you and have your back, you know? So just don't walk in with insecurities. Walk in your purpose. Does that
Yep.
make sense?
Yes.
Walk
Yes.
in your purpose.
You know, I'm gonna follow you, girl. So stop playing with me. I'm not
What'd
gonna
you
give you a
say?
page. I'm gonna follow
It's
her.
It
swag
may-
fault.
Stop
It's
playing.
swag fault.
uh, 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 I, I don't know. I think about it because
Well, do what
I
you
don't,
got to do.
I'm,
But if you
I don't
have a
want nobody
story, deliver it.
attacking me. I mean, I don't mind coming on Swag Channel, a Diva, a Shonda, or something, but I don't want nobody thoughts
You
attacking me.
already have a following, boo. I don't know what you're waiting for.
Mhm.
Guess they're attacking me now.
Don't
Yeah,
look at
don't
them.
be
Block
discouraged.
them.
If that's something you want to do not be discouraged.
Do not be
Yes.
discouraged.
Whenever you're ready, D.
And you know you always welcome on my panel. I'm probably gonna need you when I get on live. Cause I ain't been on live and y'all know NC Diva had been rocking with all of us from Gold Street too.
Oh,
Yeah.
So
Newski says, child, y'all have no idea what y'all breaking
To-
tonight. Oh, that's so good to know, Newski. YouTube
Thank you.
says, I love
Thank
you, D
you all.
Brown.
cause I
Thank
think a
all of
few of
you.
us was gonna try to send an arrangement to her services.
that would be
Hey,
nice.
hey, did y'all know that if it wasn't for us Capricorns, your year wouldn't end and your year wouldn't begin?
Girl,
Oh
bye.
my God,
Girl,
Whatever.
bye.
we
Look,
are dead.
That's
We out of there.
Pisces.
Whatever, Mika.
Pisces are, and a lot of people don't know this
Yes,
about
D is
Pisces.
very powerful. No more drama.
Pisces are mixed with every zodiac sign, and people don't know that.
Mm-hmm.
We are the
Hey, Juanita, I
last
see you.
zodiac sign, and we are mixed with all y'all.
Mm-hmm. So just
Yeah.
remember that if it wasn't for us,
Girl,
y'all
bye.
Florida Red sending you a virtual hug, D.
Oh, thank you. Thank you.
She says, child, again, you don't know them and they don't know you.
Right.
That's right.
for
Exactly.
real, on a
We
personal
all
note.
just genuinely was trying getting to know, a lot of us was genuinely getting to know each other on these panels and going on.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah,
We
and
going
then
on 2
and you know
years.
what too?
Not Princey Pooh.
Swagging it, like if we go hard for somebody, why we have to be called dummies and stupid? But then
When the
when they
main
go
thing is
hard for
we just
people,
ain't picking no sides and staying out of stuff.
And it's not what you
yeah,
call D, it's what you answer to, boo.
Yep,
Exactly.
exactly.
They can
I
And
call
just
if you
you
don't worry
feel you
anything.
about it because
dumb,
we seen it
you
time and
gonna
time
feel that.
again. When it's the same
But you're
stuff,
not dumb.
it's repeating itself. It just be different people, Miss D.
Yes.
But it already happened before, and we just genuinely ain't getting in it and ain't picking sides.
I
We
don't care.
staying out of it.
Yeah, exactly, man. Exactly. I ain't getting involved in that BS. That I don't
Me
have time
either.
for that. None of it.
yeah. I'm like, sometimes I'll be like, what the hell?
You did
But it
not follow.
doesn't matter. The point is that you need to tap into you and be encouraged. Do you ever
Okay.
listen to Kirk
You
Franklin?
told me to let go of
Because I
him.
wake my son up with him almost all the time.
No, not really.
Girl,
He's my baby. He is my baby. See,
who we? Hello,
because his butt probably pooped, and that's why
Mika.
he came over.
That's Meek phone.
Mika King. Oh, okay, she muted us. But girl, listen to some Kirk Franklin. Or something that's gonna encourage you every day.
Yeah, I don't start my day off with this crap at all. I told
No,
y'all I've
you
been going
can't.
back to my other stuff on YouTube because there's way more stuff on YouTube than the crap that goes on
Mm-hmm.
that we've been witnessing. So
That's
I
true.
just
You
ain't been
right,
starting
Diva.
my day off. If I, it ain't gonna be nobody that's on no mess right early when the first thing when I wake up. Forget that because that kind of set the tone for
That
your
set the
day.
tone of your day.
Like
From
like
the way
today
you
I
start
got
your day affects
today
the
I got
entire day.
I got my birthday stuff in today in the mail. My decoration that made me happy. That's my friend ordered that for
And,
me.
and
That
when your birthday the 8th.
yeah, my birthday the 8th, but
I'm
I
gonna end
wanted
up
to
going
go.
live on the 7th. You might want to pull up because I'm gonna be doing some things. You might
Well,
want to pull up.
it posted my get together's on the 7th. That's a Saturday, right?
Oh, you having to get together?
Yeah, but I was gonna. Shonda told me that if I want to have a get together, she would go live for me.
Oh, I'm gonna be having my 1 year party, so I'm gonna be kicking it too. But we could do different times or however. But
Wait, wait,
pull up, I
wait.
might have something
What are
for
you
you.
doing? You having an anniversary party?
Yep. Hopefully, I had these
Mm.
12 subscribers by then too, cause I'm a drag it out.
So
It's
what time are you gonna do it?
I'll go after your what was you thinking of?
I gotta get with Shonda and find out what's good for her because I
Okay.
know it's gonna be like at nighttime for me, like 7, 8 o'clock. Cause I'm in Jersey. Where you? Our time
I'm
is
in
different.
Central Time. So you and Shonda, I think, might be on the same time
Yeah,
zone.
me and Shonda. Yeah.
So
Yeah, you
y'all an
guys are.
hour ahead of me.
Yeah. And see,
It
That's
don't
you guys.
matter. I
crazy. I
could go
known y'all for
before
a
or
year.
after.
You know
So
you.
I have to get with Shonda and see what's good for her.
And with your discernment, because I know I hear you speak that a lot, you have a lot of discernment. But discernment, honey, discernment allows you to know who's good for you and who's not, and you already know that. So when they not good
Yeah,
for you,
yeah, yeah.
you kick them to the curb. You don't let nobody disturb your peace. That's why I stay in my corner and I keep it pushing.
Mm-hmm.
You just kick them to the curb if they not for you. And don't get it twisted, because the devil come in different faces. The devil will come and act as though he is all for you and about you, and girl behind your back will kick you in your behind. But at the end of the day, you just keep on pushing, and you just thank God that that person is no longer in your life or on your page. But I would love to hear your story. I would love to hear your story.
Okay. But if I go live for my birthday, I'm gonna be on Shonda page for my birthday on the 7th.
Okay.
Be stuck on that birthday. She said, okay, bye.
Cool.
No, you know why? Because nobody know my real story, so
Right. All right, baby.
that's it. So I want to just have fun. I say that.
Yeah, we gonna have fun. You
Well,
know, I'm
let's
gonna be
have
over
fun.
there too on that live too. I'll come over there with y'all.
We'll support you. I'm gonna
Hmm.
support you too, Diva. You know I got your back.
Yeah, I know y'all gonna pull up.
I'm gonna pull up.
Yeah,
Bless
you
you.
know it's sad because they I know you told me don't talk about it, but people be in the bushes, they screenshotting people pictures and posting people's stuff. You know, that kind of stuff makes me angry. That's the stuff that hurts my feelings when people do stuff like that. I don't like that. It hurts my heart. Okay? Because why would you do that?
Because there are not always good people, D.
Hmm.
This
Just
world
like
is
in the
not
regular
filled with,
world, you know what I'm
yeah.
saying? We
This
gonna
is a
run
cruel
across
world. Mm-hmm. Go ahead, Diva. I'm sorry.
just like YouTube. YouTube is just like the real world. Running into these messed up, evil-hearted people. People do judge and stuff though, checking out people backgrounds, and all of that. I get it, but like we just can't worry about that and do us. Stay in our lane, really.
I mean, that's the most of it. That's all you can
I
do.
Hmm.
mean, and it's crazy because um I'm just saying this. Oh, I own my house. I own a car. So what? Everybody don't have money to buy a house, and everybody don't have money for a car. Some people may own a house and got a used car. Some people may own a house and take the train or the bus. Some people may have a car and rent an apartment. You don't know what no one's
Right.
situation is.
Because we all come from
Mm-hmm.
different walks of life. That's why some stuff, even
Mm-hmm.
that be said on these panels, you never know what subscribers is going through that, or even their families. So
Yeah.
I get it. I
Sometimes
get
it
it.
really makes me cry. It really hurts my feeling when people sit here and say things about people like that. Because it's not right. You don't know what no one is going through with. You know, and it's
Mm-hmm.
crazy. Everybody don't have to own a house because you own a house. Everybody don't have to own a store because you own a store. Everybody don't have to drive a 2023 car because you driving a 2023. Come on, let's be real.
Hmm.
And you don't want to drive a brand new car off the lot anyway. You gotta make sure it got at least 5,000 miles on it, 3 to 5.
Yeah, yeah.
It depreciates when you ride it off anyway, so it don't
It
even
is what it
matter.
is. I don't care what
It is what
nobody
it
got on
is.
these streets. You feel me?
Yeah, that
I
that's
don't
the
think
real
none of us
part.
is better than the next.
At all.
I really don't. And I
At all.
always said that.
Because we all struggle.
Yeah.
We all have struggles.
Yeah,
We
we
all
all
have
do.
things that we got to deal with, no
None of
matter.
us is perfect.
None of us look at the Regina King, one of the greatest actresses out there that's honorable, and her only son committed suicide.
Yep, yeah.
So you got to look at these
Yeah.
things. It don't matter how much money you got. It don't, that stuff doesn't matter. It's about who you are as an individual and how
Because
strong
like
you
Graham
are.
too said, you can have it today, it can be gone
Gone
tomorrow. You don't
tomorrow.
know
I
what
actually,
God got for you tomorrow, baby.
Exactly. And
yeah,
none of
You
us
don't
is
know.
promised tomorrow.
that's
And we seeing
true.
a lot of different stuff on this app in real time. A lot of stuff.
It's a lot of people on this app, baby. I'm gonna tell you, they don't live like they say they live, and they
I
life
believe
ain't
that. I
perfect
believe
like they
you,
want to
blessings. I
portray like
believe
it
you.
is.
Yeah, because they want people to say, they want to do that so they can say, "Oh, don't worry about them. They jealous." I'm jealous of nobody. You know what? What I got, it's what God done blessed me with, and what I'm proud of. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
that's what I got. I'm not trying to get more than nobody and be. And let me tell you this: if I don't get nothing more in life, I done had it. God done gave it to me, and I thank Him for it. Hallelujah. I thank God for everything He ever gave me from the bottom of my heart.
Amen.
And if I never
Uh-huh.
get it again,
Amen.
Yeah.
I'm not here to try to act like I'm better than nobody. Nobody.
Right.
Prince
Yeah.
so funny. She said, "Screenshot these salty nuts."
Who
You
said
know
that?
what?
Prince. Because you know Prince cuts up. It must have been Prince.
Prince is so sweet.
She's
And
so
sometimes,
See you in this service.
sometimes I do. I talk to Carol on the back end. Sometimes she brings peace to
That's
me.
another thing.
She bring peace to me because sometimes I feel like I be destroyed sometimes. I guess I'm dealing with all this stuff on the YouTube streets and I explained to her, I think people don't like me. She was telling me the same thing. Sometimes she bring peace to my heart sometimes. Because sometimes I feel like my heart is broken sometimes. So she does bring a lot of peace to me, and she texted me a day before Christmas. She said, "Yeah, I have you a Christmas gift." I said, "Okay." She said, "Send me everything." And I want to shout her out and say thank you so much, Carol. I really love you.
Oh,
Thank
that
you.
was
I
sweet.
appreciate you. You bring tears to my eyes, and because sometimes I really do. I be having my own thing going on.
Yeah.
It's good to have friends like that. And
Uh-huh.
yeah.
Yeah.
And that's something too that I'm glad you brought that up, Diva, or somebody said, oh yeah, about how people live. And so as content creators, it's important that we're careful, although we might, well, I'm not going to say we, because I wouldn't do that, but if you're mad at somebody, how you talk about the one person you're mad at, because there may be people right here in your chat who are true supporters of yours, who are homeless, who are fat, who are no hair, who
Who
have
may be
babies
Right.
by 7 different men. I mean,
Yeah.
whatever the case may be, you have to think about the people that you're talking to might be, just like the person you're talking about, and it's
That's
not
so
it's not
true.
right.
That's so true. And sometimes I don't comment, but I just listen. It's I have to log off because it'd be so heartbreaking. I can't listen to it no more. I really can't. It sticks to my skin. I'm like, you know what? I can't take no more. And maybe I shouldn't even just listen to it. I shouldn't even log on it
Yeah.
because I already know. So
Yeah,
maybe I
that's
should.
what I do. I don't listen. I
I don't listen.
non-recommended and
Yeah.
unsubscribe, all that.
I don't know when they go live. If I don't want to hear what they have to say, you can do that. You do not have to listen.
And you
Yeah.
can
Mm-hmm.
ask YouTube to not recommend
Not
that.
recommend.
Exactly.
How do you do that?
You
You
just
click
Like
The
click.
3 dots.
out. It's 3 dots.
it's on the side of your phone?
But
When
I
you
think
go
they're gonna
about,
be in your news feed.
Oh, okay.
yeah,
Okay.
you unfollow, you unsubscribe, and then you do not recommend, and you won't know if they're live because you don't have to hear. And even if they're talking about you, guess what? They're talking to a phone. You don't hear it,
Exactly.
and you don't have to.
Because
And
they
tell
don't
people
know
don't even
you.
tell you.
They don't know you. And another thing, D, you can always do a video, like a 30-minute or 20-minute video, and then just drop it and say, you know what, tell me what you guys think and leave a comment. And then once a month you
Okay.
can go
And you
live.
could premiere them too and just be in your
Mhm.
chat responding to the comments while you watching it with the
Mhm.
viewers. So
Yeah.
it's a lot of
Oh,
different ways to
really?
do it if you really
Mhm.
want to do it.
You can just drop a video and just say, you know what, whoop, 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 and you could talk about whatever and just say, let me know what you think. it's just your thoughts and or your experience. It's like, what do you guys think? Leave a comment and leave your comments in the leave your whatever in the comments.
That sounds like something I would like to do.
You could do that.
So what do? You video it and then you post it? Is that what you're saying?
And you don't even have to show your face. You can do it with a black screen, however you want to come on. You just come on and you just say, you know what, this is me, D Brown. You just introduce and just be like, you know what, I had this, whatever. And I would just like to know you guys' opinion. This is what happened, such and such and such. What do you guys think? Let me know and leave your opinion in the comments. That's
right.
it.
Or you could just make your video and then premiere it, and then you can go in your comments and watch it while they're watching it like it's a live video.
And if you look at Inclusion Guru, D Brown, a lot of her videos in the beginning were just videos. Like she would post her videos, and sometimes actually you get more views on videos than you do lives.
Yeah. Like that Carlos.
Okay,
King.
that sounds like something interesting.
All he does is drop videos. And he just
I think that's something interesting. I would like doing that better.
Therefore, you don't have to worry about the chat. You don't have to worry about people coming at you shady. You don't have to worry about mods. You don't have to worry about all this extra stuff. You control everything.
Okay, good. Thank you. I'm waiting because I have another supporter. She's a good supporter, and she said for my birthday she's gonna buy me a tablet and send it to me.
Oh, that's good.
Oh, that's nice.
Oh, that's really nice.
So when she send me that, maybe I can fix it up, do it, start it.
Yeah.
So I'm glad you feel better. You sound like you feel a lot better.
You sound a lot much better.
Yeah, I'm glad you sounding better.
Yeah, I do.
It takes a village, honey. It's 1, 2, 3, 4,
Yeah. We have to
5.
support one another. That's so important.
4 of us up here helping you. It takes a village.
Yeah, I do. I just been feeling bad for a couple of days. And sometimes when I get like that, like when all that stuff the other day happened, I was so angry. I was very angry. I wanted to hit somebody so bad. I was angry because of what was said. And I know it wasn't true. But Linda kept saying, sis, calm down. Please calm down. Calm down. And, maybe it was God's will that nobody didn't go live that I know, so I wouldn't got on nobody's panel. God didn't want me on nobody's panel. He just wanted me to calm down, redirect myself, and think about it.
And I'm glad you did that.
That's what I did.
You're the bigger person. Remember that.
Also,
Prince gave you a good recommendation. I like this. She said YouTube is supposed to be an escape. But YouTube is messy, messier than the problem in our real life. Some of our content creators are just pure evil. Don't give evil a view. I like the ending of that. Don't give evil a view.
Thank you, Prince. Thank you.
Yeah.
Yep. And most of the time you've heard what they had to say anyway, because at that point, you're only repeating the evil that you have within you. So you don't need to hear it anyway.
So Nikki had created you a page. It seemed like she said Dynamite D.
Dynamite D.
Ooh.
Or is she just saying that should be your page name?
I think she's saying that should be the page name.
Yep, Dynamite D. I see it now.
I let them know. Don't get her twisted because she can get explosive.
I know. That's what I said. I said D.
I think that's perfect. I think that's perfect.
I like that name.
Dynamite D.
I do too.
Or you can
Prince,
be Prince
said, I support everyone just like Haynes Penny.
See, Prince, you see, you become
something is wrong with her.
Prince hangs around Chrissy a lot, and she
right. She's just silly.
See? I love it.
Prince is crazy.
It could be Capricorn D too.
And Mrs. Carver.
Girl. We could be hanging from a bridge and Prince is gonna crack a joke and
Mm-hmm.
somebody gonna laugh too hard and fall.
Lovely Lisa said
Yes.
people need to understand nobody's perfect and don't nobody have nothing that the next person can't get, period.
That's right.
Thank you.
That's
Absolutely.
right. Lovely
Anybody can
Lisa.
buy a
Mm-hmm.
car, anybody
Mhm.
can buy a house. There's absolutely nothing that people have that you can't get if you really want it.
Right.
And
Yep.
trust me, owning a house, people think it's glam and glorious. Like they, you bragging about it. Owning a house, you gotta fix your own shit. that's
You better get
that's a
a
big
town
that's a
unless you
it's
get a townhome or a condo.
or a condo where you have
But you
homeowner
still got to fix
association
stuff with
fees.
those. You just don't fix the outside.
You did right. But it's
I probably go to a
owning your own
townhome.
home doesn't come with just a mortgage. You got to
Exactly.
think
Yeah,
about sewer,
all that.
gas,
Yep.
electrical, water,
Mm-hmm.
trash. You got to think about your foundation of your house. You
Right.
got to
HOA.
fix and not always the home warranty don't always work.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna keep that real
Yep.
with you right now. Sometimes they send their people out, evaluate what's wrong, and tell you they don't cover it, knowing
Thank you,
damn well they
Diane
do.
Stone, for your 199 super sticker. I
Yeah, cause
appreciate you.
my mom own her own house, and I see. But my
It's a
mom,
lot of work
she
on a home. That's why I don't brag
and
and boast
she
about it.
finished paying. She finished paying for her house, but it's just the maintenance to keep it up.
It's the maintenance.
And
It's
then the
like having a
taxes, baby,
luxury
depending on where you
car.
live, the taxes is a mortgage.
And the taxes, oh, we don't want to
God,
get
yeah.
into
The
that.
taxes can be more than the mortgage in some
Woo!
cases.
Mhm.
Sometimes, girls, especially when they building new stuff around your
Depend on where you
area,
right.
and that property tax go up
Yeah.
and you don't
Oh
know it's about
yeah.
to go up
And
and
you
your
have no
mortgage go
control.
up, that's a whole different
Hey,
story.
Linda says, I'm glad everyone is feeling better.
Thank you,
Yeah,
Linda. Hey,
we got it. We
sister.
got we got Miss D Brown right. She right. She was just around the wrong
Mama
crew.
Geraldine say, hit that like button, y'all.
What I mean is that she was around the negative people she was talking about. I'm not talking about
Let,
nobody, just the
Yeah.
people she was talking about that was making her feel down. She's came to, we got her together because we are women of empowerment.
D,
Exactly.
let me tell you this, right? Remember the story I was telling you about my stepdad, what my childhood was on Glam's page?
Hmm.
Oh
Okay.
yeah. I think I was in that chat
I
that
don't know
night
if I
when
heard
you
it.
some of you said it.
Yeah, be on a high speed chase, all that stuff. So, what I mean, like before my birthday, I was down. Before all this stuff was going on. And then so I got a phone call from Nat, my stepdad, that, put me in distraught, okay, and just kind of put me out of place to where I didn't want to be. And basically, it was more and less of, um, he basically told me I was worth nothing because my mom passed and she didn't leave me nothing. My dad passed and he didn't leave me nothing. And when he died, make sure I tell my grandkids that my dad and my mom didn't leave me nothing, but my stepdad left me $2,000. So
Mm.
I respect my elders, but I had to go off on him. But I was very hurt because that's telling me that I'm not worth shit. Coming from someone that did a whole lot to me when I was growing up
Mm.
and did stuff to my older sister. So I was down before my birthday. I didn't want to do anything. So my kids, I'm waking up and I'm talking on the phone, talking to my godmom, and my kids come in and just blast me with, confetti, little confetti poppers. I still got
Mm.
it all over my room. I promise you guys, my kids made my birthday so great. Like all I needed was my kids.
No, that was good.
So, so what I mean, some people are going to try to take you there. Is what
Mm-hmm.
I'm saying. So it's in you to delete them people out, and that's what I had to come to. No matter if you family or not, if you not in a positive manner, saying my life, and you ain't trying to grow with me, then I don't need to be there in your life. You're exit out my life. 2023, I'm not going into it like that. So I mean, I come from a family. My mama had 10 kids and only talked to two of the kids. Okay, and my stepsister, and that's about it. You gotta let people go. You know what I mean? It don't matter who it is. Somebody's always gonna come and try to tear you down, no matter what. And when I was like that, I mean, everything was going on Facebook and I mean YouTube, and you know what I'm saying, all that stuff was going on. And then here I go, I get this call saying what you saying. He was drunk though. But what calmed me down, I mean, I promise you, I wanted to take a flight and choke this man out. But I had to call his son, his biological son that I talked to. And I said, you know what I'm saying, like told him what he said to me. And he said, I can't even fuck with that man like that. He said, don't let him get to you. He was probably drunk.
Uh-huh.
And he texted me on my birthday and told me happy birthday and happy New Year's and all that. And all I replied back was thanks. And I left her alone. When
Amen.
I got up, my kids made sure my day was good. You know, I mean, everything that I needed was right there in front of me.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't need anybody to tell me anything else.
That was
So
good. That was
if
good.
no one is accepting you, fuck them. Excuse my language, but
Girl, that's what I
fuck
said.
them.
I think you heard me say that too, Mika. Fuck them.
Yeah. You know what I mean? Because you know what I'm saying, you don't
FUCKEM.
know
Fuck
what
them.
people are going through in their life. And I
Mm-hmm.
promise you, like, you know what I'm saying, people know how to tick my, you know what I'm saying, my buttons. And I promise you, I'm like one of them girls that, pull people out their houses. But you can't do that nowadays. You go to jail. Jail ain't
Mm-hmm.
for me. So, you know what I
Mm-mm.
mean? And I got to make sure that, you know what I'm saying, I got older girls that, you know what I'm saying, fighting is not always going to, solve it. Sometimes a better person walks away.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So, you know what I mean? If nobody likes you, don't feel bad about that. Move on to the next person.
And you
Mm-hmm.
ain't
Because
gotta fit in nowhere on these streets. You feel me?
listen, you guys
Shit.
had gave me since you said a year, Diva. January be a year I known y'all. It's been a year that I known y'all, and y'all have been treating me more like family than my real family. You see what I'm saying? So that's why I tune into you guys. So if there is someone that wants to talk stuff about you or whatever, I don't care. Let them. It don't matter. Let that brush that off because you know what I'm saying. They're trying to find your ticking point. That's what
Mm-hmm.
they're trying to do. You know what I mean? And if they don't like you, you don't have to support them because without your support, what is that page?
Mm-hmm.
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah.
Mrs.
Yeah,
Carver say that a lot too. She's very
yeah,
grateful because it's like she has sisters. She has a family with us.
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and it's really true because when I came in, I was a true supporter. Like I'm telling you, she went and bought a boom box, and I went and bought a boom box too. She went and bought, that big boom box she got, that little colorful one. I went and
Uh-huh.
got that same one. She was doing all kinds of stuff. I was, saying, I was buying everything Teresa's buying. I'm telling you, listen, I was copying everything she did. So you know what I'm saying? So and I still support her. I still support her, saying I just don't watch her as much because you guys have a lot going on too that I want to hear too. You see what I'm saying? So I still will go on there if anybody else live, but at the same time, I'm still going to support her. But what I mean, you guys also need to be supported too. You know what I mean? Because now it's more
Yeah.
supporters that I can support. I don't want no page. I just want, saying somebody on their platform where if it's a subject and that subject pertains to me, I can come up on your platform and I can tell my story, just
Right.
like I did with Glam. You know what I mean? So there's a lot of people that will take you in, and there's a lot of people that will try to tear you down.
Yep.
Just walk
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
away from it. That's just
absolutely.
period.
And a
Just
Yeah.
lot
walk
of
away.
people
Yeah.
got to remember things too. Like, when someone keep coming back telling you stuff, sometimes you have to watch them because you got to ask yourself, why is they keep telling me this? Is they telling me this because they love me and they are here to help me, or they telling me this stuff because they're trying to tear me down? You got
They
to question
they
yourself before you
saying
start
shit to
screaming.
have you act out.
Yeah,
Some people
don't
Yes,
do it.
love drama.
Yeah, don't do it
yes.
because you see when I'm saying brought the worst out of me. The other day when I was talking stuff about Mister. that Mr. A. And you know what I mean? And I got real foul with it and started talking about kids. And I don't do that. You know what I mean? It took me out of character because you
Yeah,
know what I'm saying, you
you
put
have the
me into
extra.
something. Yeah, it put me into something, you know what I'm saying, where she, you know what I'm saying, it ticked like you really got it from me, right? And Brittany just let me go off. You know what I mean?
And then some
But
people say they smart. No, you're not smart, and you don't have a discernment. Because if you had a discernment, you would not sit here and react off of everything someone's telling you or
That
screenshotting
doesn't
you,
mean you have
sending you.
discernment. That means you have emotions.
exactly. So
Yeah,
yes,
you letting your emotions kick in instead of sitting back and analyzing this thing and trying to figure out why is this person doing this? This might not be a good person for you. So you need to sit down and think about that. This might not be the person I want in my life. Because why does this
Exactly.
person keep wanting to come back telling me stuff to make me go off? This might not be a good person for me. So let me just take it easy and sit back and analyze this person on my own. Because sometimes people don't have to always tell you about a person. If you got a discernment, your discernment will tell you about that person itself alone, and you don't need nobody else to tell you about that person.
Mm-hmm.
right.
And
And
you
that
can know how to deal with it. Okay.
right.
And then
Yeah.
I always say too, and I wanted to tell Brittany this yesterday, but I didn't want her to get upset with me. When God closed a door for us, God
Keep it
do
closed.
not want that door to be reopened.
Oh, that's right.
God say, I am
Right.
saving you.
That's
And
right.
I want you to keep that door closed. Do not
That's
reopen that
right.
door. Because
That's
now you
right.
know reopen that door again. Now you want me to show up and show you what I was talking
hmm
about.
Hmm.
That's, you know
God
what I
do things
always
for a
say,
reason.
you know what I
Yep.
always say, Miss D Brown? I say when the devil flee, you better let that nigga run.
You better let
Let
them
him
run
run.
on till they can't run no
And
more.
and don't you
Right.
turn around. Don't you turn your head. Either you will turn it to sand and dust. You better keep on
Yes.
pushing.
And
When the
that's just
devil
like
flees, let him run.
Let them
right.
keep running. Run on.
And that's just
hmm
like I've been a supporter of somebody that's up here on this panel, and they didn't even tell me happy birthday. Like, you know what I mean? Like, how rude of that,
Whatever. I ain't
Diva.
even seen you here for happy belated birthday. Don't do me. Don't do me on the panel though. On the panel though, Mika. Really?
I had to throw that in there.
Happy belated birthday.
Thank you.
Let her know, Mika. Let her know. Happy birthday. Y'all, you want to, hey, everybody sing happy birthday to Mika.
Well, I
Happy
did tell you happy
birthday
birthday, Mika.
to ya. Happy birthday to ya. Happy birthday. You want some more?
Ooh, ooh. Yeah, I'm jamming. Hey.
Cha
God
cha
say, I
cha.
am saving you. God say, I am saving you. I'm putting my hand on you. I'm closing this door for you. Don't reopen this
Amen.
door again. Don't
Don't you
rekindle
dare.
again. But you
Don't you
turn around and you rekindle and you open that door again. When
dare.
someone do something dramatic to you, you do not open that door and
That's
rekindle a
right.
relationship again.
Because
Yep.
you will turn into dust. It's going to deplete you. It's
Yep.
going to start tearing you
Exactly.
down. When somebody show you who they are, you better believe it.
That's right.
And you keep it pushing, because if you go back, it's going to start tearing at you. And one thing in
Yes.
friendships, we never, in relationships, ships, period. Relationship,
And then
friendship,
if you
work
go back to
ship,
that person again,
kinship,
blessing,
we don't never want to walk around on eggshells.
and I was going to say that
Right.
when you go back to that person again, neither one of y'all is not going to trust each other
Mm-mm.
because you're going to remember how you fell out with her. She's going to remember how you fell out
Mhm.
with her. So so it's not going to be a bond there. It's not going to be really a true
Mm.
It's gonna be a vendetta.
bond there with neither one of y'all because neither one of y'all don't trust each other at that
Yeah, it's
point.
gonna be a vendetta.
And when
A
people treat you
vendetta.
Right.
wrong, when people mistreat you and do you wrong, trust me, they'll forgive you. And this is a
Mm-hmm.
message. When you've done people wrong, people will forgive you, but they will always remember how you treated them and what
Exactly.
you did to them.
Exactly.
That's right.
So that's why there will never be a complete bond until maybe years
Never.
pass by. That's different. But if it's right away, no, honey.
I know for me, as far as this app goes, certain folks can apologize or whatever. I'm just cool. Like, I ain't mad. You know what I'm saying? Thanks for the apology, but I know how to keep it moving.
Keep
It
it
Mm-hmm.
is what
pushing.
it
Oh,
is.
Right.
for sure, for real. Yeah.
Yeah, when a person do something to me, I will forgive them, but we never going to rekindle again. That's just
Right.
me.
I'm
It's not going
cool.
to happen because I know I'm not going to forget what you did to me. So just just keep it moving and go ahead. I'm not going to open no door up because that's not what God wanted me. Because see, sometimes God will put other people in your life to show that person up who you really dealing with. Because
Mhm.
see, sometimes God will say, you know what, you're blind. I've been showing you this person for a long time and you're blind and you're not getting it. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to put another person in your life so this person can show this person up to you who you really dealing with.
Mhm.
I mean, God work in all type of ways.
Yeah, just
Yep.
ask him to start changing your village. People that's going to encourage you. You want loyal, good, encouraging, uplifting
Mm-hmm.
people in your life.
Mhm.
Right.
He'll do it.
And I
Because I
always
remember
ask
Diva,
God, never leave me in the
and I
dark.
always keep this in mind. I remember Diva when she started to like take her page a lot more serious. She said, "I want supporters for me that like me." Remember that, Diva? Used to always
Uh-huh.
say that I want supporters that's gonna be for me, and then I understood that. That mean they
Mm.
like her for her, not who she go and look at where she may travel to. They like her for her. They love her commentary. That always stay in my head
Right.
because I want the same for me.
Right.
That way, when people sit up there and try to come up against you because y'all don't agree or they don't like something you said, when they holler unsubscribe, unsubscribe, it don't bother you. It
Right.
don't even pertain to you. And the little people, if you do lose few, then you know they wasn't solid with you no way. You feel me?
Yeah.
That's
Once you
true.
lose one, you can gain 10.
There
Exactly.
you go. There you go.
But yeah,
That's
and
Yeah.
so
y'all know the
true.
twists and turns we had, and it kind of go back to what Miss D was saying earlier, as far as like, just people opinions just because you support trees. When why we can't support her as a black sister, single mama that we
Right.
see make it from the ground up. You know what I mean? And didn't have
Hmm.
to get out here and tear folks down and stuff to build her platform.
Right. If really, they really need to pay attention because, she's showing them how to do it.
Right. Ben gave them
Well,
the
she
recipe
tells
long
them, and
time
every
ago.
time she goes off, she tells folks. I don't
Ben gave them
understand
the
why they
recipe.
can't
Right.
comprehend that.
But we got a
She
Yeah.
lot of
does
different
tell
people that
folks.
For
judge
real.
She
judged
gives
us,
them her
and
formula for free.
Right. For real.
I've spoken to Diva a lot of. I was like, she gives it. She's
Hmm.
she tells you what to do.
She
Yep.
do. She really
Yep.
do. She really, really do. Some people just don't listen, they don't understand. They some people got minds of little children still, they're still on a kid level. They have an adult body. They're in an adult body, but they have a kid mind. They think like a child, you know.
Yeah, but that's
I
where we
just
come in place and we try to help folks. And
That's coming
yeah.
from a place where someone already been hurt. So,
yeah.
like me, I come from a place where, like, I promise you, with the things that my baby daddy did, I promise you, I wanted to hurt him for 18 years of my daughter's life, like for real. But, I had to think back, like, like when I wasn't talking to him at all, when the situation was going on, that my daughter needs her father. So, no matter what happened, I need to just let go and stop being petty. And and ever since then he been doing what he needed to do, with his daughter and everything else. So like you gotta, so just keep it pushing. Like, forget them haters. That's all I gotta
Mm-hmm.
say. Forget them.
Yeah, that's so true. I just hope all this ends and it comes in with a good year. Everybody just go on and do different commentary and just let it go from there. Just let it flow.
It's only, like, if you have that goal, just like Swag. You know what I mean? Like she don't bring no drama to her page. You know what I mean? So
Not at all.
if you ain't going to entertain it, then it's going to be more positive. You know what I mean? Going into 2023. You see what I'm saying? Not letting that drama hit you. So, you know what I'm saying? Their mind has to be that way. Other than that, you know what I mean? That person already said they dyslexic, they have ADHD, they need that attention. So they're going to keep acting out. And they're going to keep
And see what some of them content creators need to do. They need to go ahead and be the teacher, right? And I'm gonna put it to it just the way I see it. They need to go ahead and be the teacher because some of the subs is their students. So you need to come on board and tell, because this is what they act like. So this is how I'm gonna call it out. Tell their students, don't email me, don't inbox me, and don't
They
text
still
me.
is, Miss D. I done
No more
said that
negative.
several times. They still is.
They
That one
don't-
lady, that eagle eye lady back sending me mysterious stuff.
for real.
Yeah,
Yeah, because
man.
Brittany said the other day on her
Yeah,
live
man.
that
I'm
she was
like,
hitting her
what
up
in
on
the
Instagram.
world? And she better quit it, whoever it is. I believe it's Eagle Eye again because it corresponds with some of that first junk she was sending. But she better quit because y'all know I will figure out if I could make a report, because at this point you're harassing me. My hands ain't involved with this stuff. I don't know these people. They doing a bunch of lying, creating
Right.
narratives for content. So you better leave me alone, because at this point it's stalking the stuff that these people is doing.
Is she emailing you or she hitting you up on Instagram or something?
Oh, emailing all type of stuff. I have to inbox Linda and let her know to tell you, but she know what she doing, and she probably watching in the bushes, because at
Who
this
is
point
this?
it's stalking. Yeah, these people are sick,
Who?
and it really be people that be like, I don't know if it be obsession or what type of stuff, but stuff be getting scary with some of these people.
Oh
Well,
wow.
Like what is you for real on?
Yeah,
Eagle
because
Eye.
Brittany said she's bothering her on Instagram.
Yep. It's supposed to be Tony. It's her name. Eagle
But
Eye.
every time she was emailing before, she be changing the handles and a bunch of different stuff. But the way this person writing stuff is the same style as some of that garbage we was getting way back when.
Wow.
See, that's why, you know, say I can't get no page because it's too much.
Yeah, it's like harassment and going
Yeah.
on. You know what I mean? Like,
I'd rather go on y'all platforms tell my story.
Well, ladies, it's been grand. I'm in Cali, and we have talked from the sun up to the sun down. I
Yes,
pray
we
that
have.
all will stay well. Everybody have a great evening. I'll be in the bushes and just chilling, watching me some movies, and that's it. But hey, D Brown, keep your head up, sugar. Don't let
Thank you,
nobody
Blessings.
don't let nobody discourage you from from what God has in store for you. Remember that you are
Yes.
worthy too.
Thank you,
Thank you. I
Blessing.
appreciate you so much.
Thank you.
Hey,
And Swag, thank you for letting me come up. Thank you for asking me. You can put my arm behind my head. I'm just playing. But it's a joy always
thank you.
collaborating with you. Diva, I
Thank you
love
so much.
you. Mika,
love you
hey, it's
too.
nice
Love
talking.
all
You
y'all.
always come with some positive information. I appreciate you, Mika. Everyone have a good evening, okay?
You
Okay,
too.
you have a good evening
Blessings.
too. Y'all,
Hey,
Okay.
I'ma get off too. Thanks, Swag, Mika, and Miss D Chin up. Don't worry about this stuff. Don't let it get to you like that. At the end of the day, phew, we don't know these people in real life, and we've been witnessing a lot of crazy mess. So we just know not to take it, to the heart and serious. Just gotta kind of move in our own lane.
yeah.
Yeah. Thank you, Diva. I appreciate you so much.
And I'm
No
not going to be
problem.
on long because Inclusion has a live schedule coming up too in about 30 minutes. So,
Okay.
I
but
think she. Oh yeah. I seen it come up. Okay, yeah, you're right. You're right, Swag. She did.
Linda
Okay.
Johnson
Well, I'll
says,
probably
grab your.
see y'all over there in the chat.
Okay.
All right,
Thank
y'all.
you.
Bye bye.
Love you, Diva.
Love y'all too. Bye bye.
Linda
Bye,
says,
Diva.
grab your membership badges, join the swag crew. Um, I saw Prescription Nails come in. Hey, Prescription Nails. And I saw someone else come in.
Yeah,
Um,
you know, Swag. I really like. like sometimes I know what I really want to do, but I can't do it right now. But I
That's
know
fine.
in my mind, what I want to do,
Hmm.
but I just can't do it right now,
Well,
if you
you
know
do
what I
it when you're
mean.
ready. You don't have to
Yeah,
rush into it.
and it's positive, it's positive, and I think about it every day. I think about it every day, and I want to do it. I want to do it. I want to do it. I have to push myself. I don't know. I will.
That's okay. When you're ready, you'll do it. There's no rush. Anytime you want to, come and share something, you know how to contact me and let me know if you want to use my platform or Diva's platform or Shonda's. You have places to go. So it's okay. Janice Middleton, how are you? She says exactly everyone is not for you, and you can't take everyone with you. Everyone doesn't have good intentions, and that is so true.
Swag.
Yeah,
I'm a.
because sometimes God wants to bless us, but He don't want us to take certain people with us. He want us to get rid of these people because He don't want to bless you and while you around these people. But He
Right.
want to bless you. So sometimes people don't realize that neither God do things for a reason. God is showing up in your life to tell you something, to show you something. But sometimes we so blind to naive to stuff, we miss what God is trying to tell us,
Right.
because we still trying to say in our mind, this is a good person. She's my friend. She's this, she's that. But God knows this person is not for you. And
Right.
God wants you to take a step back to see that.
Hmm.
Right.
But swag. I'm gonna drop down because I'm trying to eat my fat ass face.
Okay, go ahead. Thank you for coming up, Mika, as always.
All right, D.
I'm about to get
I
off
love
too.
you, baby.
Love you as well.
But I'm gonna get
um,
it together, swag, and I'm gonna. I worked on everything. Everything is like completed.
right.
It's just I have to get it out.
Yep. And like I said, in your time, you'll do good. You're gonna do well. But do it in your time when you feel like it. You know what I'm saying? When you're ready.
Yes, yes.
When you're ready, it's YouTube is no loyalty. Yes, that is so true. Uh, D Brown, move like-minded people with like-minded people. Oh, that's right, Sting. She says move with like-minded people.
You're right.
And somebody else said adjust your crown. Florida Red says adjust your crown, D. Much love.
Thank
YouTube
you.
is no loyalty said good night. Stay positive, Nikki. If possible, ladies, stay positive. Prince said, what'd you say, Prince? Prince, what did you say? I missed it. Um, she said, Diva, you mean get off like Prince. Okay, so I think, YouTube No Loyalty said his live was fire. Thank you so much. Florida Red, Prince, smart move, especially nothing you want no one else to know. Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Yeah, so I appreciate each and every one. Oh, you say that was not Prince in this service? What was not Prince?
I think that was Prince comment you read.
Yeah, it was Prince. I don't do emails or text. I understand that. Elaine says she's going to catch the replay. Swag Crew Beauty. Yay. And the service says, and the inspiration. Yes, thank you all so much for the inspiration. Um, After Snot Squad, yes, a lot of people are demonic. Only God is going to be able to help them. There's a lot of comments that I missed. I apologize. I do want to get ready to join, to be in a mod for Inclusion Guru. And like I said, she's going to be going live in about maybe less than 20 minutes. So I want to, Princess, I'm going back to the Fifth Avenue. Cheryl
Mhm.
Williams. Hey, Cheryl Williams. Good night, everyone. I appreciate you all for coming and staying with us for this almost 3 hour long live. And would love for you all to come back soon. And I would like for you all to make sure you hit the like button. And D says, thank you, God is your everything. Lean towards his understanding. I think you're going to learn today. Has a scheduled live tonight also. Okay, I got to check on that. They in the service
Who
blessings.
is Lean? If I ask, who is that? What channel? What I mean, is that a content creator?
You gonna learn today?
Yeah.
Yeah,
I don't know.
it's called, her page is called You're Gonna Learn Today. Her name is Mika. Yeah, she's a therapist, I think. Yeah, you may need to, check her out. She has some good content. You're gonna learn today. I can send it, I'll find it and send it to you. The prayer in the service, Blessings did the prayer. You didn't hear Blessings did the prayer?
Yeah.
Yeah, she did the prayer. But you all go in prayer. Make sure you keep prayer in your life at all times. And before you go, if you could do me a favor before everybody leaves, I want you all to please put it in the chat or say it to yourself. I must, I can, I will. And I truly appreciate you all. Until next time, Linda says good night to each and everyone's blessing. Good night.
Good night, Swag. I love you.
I love you too, hon.
I'm gonna go over to
Inclusion Guru.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay.
Thank you. Bye-bye.